Welcome back, Slips fans. How are you all doing today? We've got some exciting matchups coming your way. Unfortunate news, I will go ahead and get out of the way right off the bat. 2 forfeits in the round of 16. So Rapid Fire Black and Eclipse moving on to the quarterfinals for free. But we still have plenty of matchups left to bring you. And back joining me on the desk, we've got Wallaby. Gangsta Wallaby, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Croc. It's good to be back. Had a little bit of a power issue, but we back in action, ready to get going in these Slips weekly tournaments, and I'm really excited for this first match. We got XV Official and Salt and Pepper, both teams that we've seen before, both teams that have been around for a while, and both teams that are really looking to, potentially get a little bit more out of these tournaments moving forward. They've definitely both going to come out with something to prove here in this first round. So it's going to be really exciting to see, and I think we're going to have a great tournament this week.
Yeah, I think that you're probably right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these two teams are bringing to the table while we wait on them to get into the lobby. We'll see exactly. I think, man, it's hard to think before we see the players, but I think that Salt and Pepper might have the edge here. It's been a while since we've seen XV Official, though.
Hmm.
Been a very long time, so they may have made some roster changes, brought in a couple people. So Moon, I believe, is going to be the only person on XV Official that was there the last time that we played, or the last time that they played.
Hmm.
A's for some reason sounds really familiar, but I'm not familiar with the name Haiku. And then, of course, on the Salt and Pepper side, we got Ben, Beanman, and now Taylor coming in for Salt and Pepper. I believe that used to be Matt. So a little bit of a roster change there as well. Both these teams taking a couple weeks off and now coming back in. And these are two teams that are very strong. I would think that we'll probably see them both back into the power rankings after this week.
Yeah, definitely a really evenly matched up teams here for this first round of 16. Salt and Pepper definitely had their struggles. They have a lot of substitutes that have come in before, and a lot of roster changes that have come through as well. XP Official, if Haiku is a new player, I'm really interested to see how well they are able to play here, moving in as the new third. But yeah, really evenly matched up first round here. It's a really tough matchup for a round of 16, to be honest. So I'm really excited to see. I don't really think either team, based off of these MMRs, has the edge here.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what the MMRs say. It only matters what the players can do on the field. So let's go ahead and take it down onto nice, beautiful day at Beckwith Park and see what these players have in store for us. Although it seems like one of the players missed the memo, and it is currently... Oh, there we go. They got on the field. I was about to say, it looks like it might be a 2v3 for the first 2 seconds here. And all players did get onto the field in time. We got XV Official in blue, Salt and Pepper in orange, and Beanman starting off early with a good shot there. Sandwich Man going to get beat there on the pinch on the sidewall. Now Taylor comes, gets a nice little pop into the air. Not going to be able to follow it up, so Kiatori comes down. And it looks like Haiku is not going to let that easy shot go through from Sandwich Man. Haiku now trying to start some attack on his own. Gets a pass over to A's, but A's is going to leave it. Maybe a little bit too far and wide for him. Beanman up, pops it up to the right side wall. Haiku going to intercept that one. Taylor pass to Sandwich Man, pass to Beanman. Beanman is up awkwardly, tries to get a shot down on net, but ends up just popping it towards the back wall. Taylor's not going to be able to follow that one up for a shot, so Kiatori tries to get it clear out. Haiku comes in to take the ball away, and now Taylor gets the boost and the ball. This could be a dangerous play here. XV Official are on their heels right now, absorbing the pressure from Salt and Pepper. Sandwich Man puts one straight down, and that almost gets through, but A is there to send it to the outside. I think that was actually going to hit the crossbar, as no save was credited on the defensive play, but really great defensive play there. Taylor with a really good delay there, almost gets the ball towards the net, but not going to be able to send it through, and Sandwich Man also finds the left side post. And man, the pressure from Salt and Pepper right now is just unreal.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper has come out really fast here, have great offensive rotations, and they may have a chance here, and they do get it. Bean Man takes the first goal of our weekly tournament here, and the first goal of this series, as it was kind of bound to happen. Salt and Pepper with a ton of offensive pressure right out the gate here from the very beginning, and they were able to, XP Official, not really bad defensive rotations, just the touches were not quite good enough. They were giving the ball away too often, and Salt and Pepper was just really fast on those offensive rotations, and they got the goal that they ended up really deserving. And Taylor trying to make another chance out of this, but does get pushed away by XP Official. We'll see if they're able to respond here, Croc.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure coming out from Salt and Pepper. I don't think XB Official was really ready for all this pressure, and it's coming back down again as Sandwich Man slams one home into the top left corner.
Great pass up. Well, actually, it was a little bit of a mistouch. Taylor was going up. Potentially got called off by Sandwich Man, but Sandwich Man is able to get up there, puts it out with the wheels into the top left corner. Pretty much unsavable at that point. 2-0 for Salt and Pepper here with 3 minutes left to go. And right now, they definitely look like they are in solid command here of this game one.
Game one winding down to about the halfway point now. 2:50 left to play. Salt and Pepper up by 2. And Sandwich Man now is going to bring the ball into the blue half, try to get an attack. Wallaby, what do you think that XP Official really need to do here, besides possibly a flick into the top right corner? But what do you think XP Official need to do here to really bring this game back?
The clears need to be a little bit more solid, consistent. Definitely need those outlets there in position, and they just need to be more controlling and consistent with the defensive touches. Right now, they're throwing themselves at 50s. Ooh, that was a chance for a third goal here, but they're throwing themselves at 50s. They're just hitting the ball to clear it away, and they're using all of their boosts to do it without a whole lot of really any potential for a play coming out of the touches that are coming out of the defensive end. So they definitely need to be looking to pass out, get those counterattacks going, and not just give the ball away. But they actually do get a goal here. AZ sends it over the top with a great clear over the, I think, yeah, Salt and Pepper a little bit aggressive on Bean Man's side as the third back gets punished. And, XP Official, they pull within 1, and that's definitely a good chance. But it's going to have to be a little bit more than just capitalizing on those mistakes, I think, for them to really pull it back here.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Their defensive touches haven't been the best. They seem really soft when they need to be big booming clears, and they tend to give the ball away whenever they have space right now. The pinch out towards the middle looked very dangerous. Salt and Pepper not going to be able to convert here. He's going up for the bump play. High Crew tries to get the ball rolling up the wall, had no boost, and now this is going to be very dangerous. Salt and Pepper on the attack. High Crew able to send it to the outside. A's now up the right side wall, gets the ball towards the center of the field, is going to get a good 50. Should keep pressure here for XP Official. Now pop off the left side wall, and now A's is going to just pop it. High Crew not ready to take the shot. Up off the top of the wall. And Bean Man not going to be able to get the touch, but I think Kiatori got faked out a little bit. Not going to be able to put a shot on net. Got to be able to take those opportunities when they fall in your face like that. Sandwich Man pops one to Taylor. Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, definitely had some chances there for the XP Official to get this a tied game. Need to be a little bit more aware. And actually, they do get another shot at it. Kiatori puts it in for the second goal, and XP Official definitely have a lot more offense here coming out of some, missed touches on Salt and Pepper's side, but also some nice control and passing opportunities that they're definitely different from the first half of this first game one that we saw.
Yeah, it's I don't know, because both of the goals seem to be kind of a stroke of luck for XP Official here. I think that they have definitely not been the better team on the field, but this just goes to show that sometimes the better team on the field doesn't always get the favorable outcome. We'll have to see exactly what happens here. 30 seconds winding down. A's trying to put one centered out. Kiatori up on the right side wall to get the ball back. Gonna not have a flip here. Waited too long to get set up for the ball. Ace bangs one down, kind of gives the ball away, rolls up. Sandwich Man able to control here. Pass over to Bean Man, tries to center it out for Taylor. Taylor is up, does get a nice clear out towards the blue backboard, but High Crew's there to send it away. A's now on the left side wall, gonna try and interrupt Sandwich Man's play here. Sandwich Man does get the ball by him, but not a great touch out into the center. Bean Man able to get another touch, and now Taylor's turn to get it centered for Bean Man, but High Crew with a great defensive play there, credited with the epic save, actually. Gets the demo instead of the ball, so it hits the ground, and we're moving into overtime.
Hey, who do you think take this one, Croc?
Man, it's hard to tell, but I think I'll have to go with Salt and Pepper here. Salt and Pepper definitely playing the better Rocket League, but XV Official do capitalize on the opportunities that they have for the most part. It could be a case of over-aggression from Salt and Pepper, but
Oh.
it's not going to be over-aggression. It's going to be the perfect amount. They slam one home just 15 seconds into this overtime. Bean Man up in the corner, gets the pass out off the wall to Sandwich Man, comes across the goalie box, sends it right across Ace's nose, and that's got to hurt.
Yeah, that was a little tough. I'm not sure which player it was for XP official that was down on the bottom side, but they were kind of coming back into it, not on the backside post. He was on the near post trying to get boost, not able to make it back in time. And I mean, you're looking at that shot total for Salt and Pepper versus XP official. 16 shots to 6. Definitely was very favorable on the Salt and Pepper side. And XP official, they made the opportunities that they could, but it just not really able to do a whole lot with it once we got into overtime with the quick counterattack play by Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, really good counterattack by Salt and Pepper. Definitely in favor on the pressure side of things. 16 shots going in favor of Salt and Pepper, and that is a lot to only have 3 goals. So maybe they need to get a little bit more precision on those shots. 16 shots is a lot of shots to have for only 3 goals. Not
Mhm.
the greatest shooting percentage I've ever seen in my life. And then we've got 6 shots from XV Official, converting on 2 of them. Pretty solid goals, both of them. AZ with a nice long booming clear into the empty net, and then Kiatori right place, right time in front, lurking in the goalie box. So not garbage goals by any means, but they've got to get some more pressure, more offensive pressure, get some more shots on the net, really make Salt and Pepper have to do something on the defensive side of the field.
Right, definitely would agree with that. But we're going to be going into game two. It's game one in favor of Salt and Pepper. This is a team that we thought was pretty much in control of that game for the most part. Overtime game, but it wasn't as close as it really seemed. We're going to head into game two. It's going to be Salt and Pepper on the orange side, XG official on the blue side. Clark, take it away.
Opening kickoff here in favor of Salt and Pepper. Going to get a nice pop onto the back wall, comes straight down. Sandwich Man not quite ready to follow it up. Gets demoed also in the midfield for his efforts trying to challenge. Not a great pop from Taylor. This could be dangerous. XP official coming in. AZ off the back wall. Taylor able to make up for the mistake they made. Gets on the backboard, clears it away. Taylor now over to Bean Man. Bean Man in the corner. Going to try and center this one out. Does get a good flip into the ball for the 50, but High Crew's there, ready to send it back. Another 50 comes from Taylor, and then the bump could be dangerous. Not going to end up being an opportunity for Salt and Pepper yet, but again, they still just have this unrelenting pressure. Bean Man finally with a shot on net. Going to go wide right. Taylor now on their heels, trying to get the ball up and away from the net. Goes high up in the air again. Taylor definitely making some pops happen that probably shouldn't be pops. I think that both of the big pops that ended up being dangerous could have been sent to the outside or maybe a little bit more controlled. Could be a little bit of panic going on whenever Taylor's last back on defense.
Yeah, it definitely could be the case. Regardless, though, XP official are going to be coming on this offensive attack, and they get an opportunity. Kiatori to High Crew. High Crew sends it up in the top right side. That's going to be goal number 1 to XP official here in game number 2.
Yeah, really good angle from High Crew here. Slots it right in under the crossbar. Nobody able to save that one. You got Bean Man coming in with Kiatori on the kickoff. AZ trying to control it in the corner. Doesn't look like it's going too much in his favor right now. Is able to get the ball out towards the center of the field with control. Beats one defender. High Crew comes in. Taylor able to send it away. Now we've got Kiatori going to be challenged here by Taylor. Bean Man with control in the corner, looking for Sandwich Man in the center. Good defensive play by High Crew there to send it away. Does end up going all the way back to the orange side of the field as well. Sandwich Man onto the outside wall, pops one up. Gonna be a pass to Bean Man. High Crew up, reads the pass and not the shot. Really good play there, but Taylor comes in, picks up the rebound on the clear attempt, and sends it home to tie up the game. Now kickoff is going to be not really in favor of anybody. Does end up on the blue side of the field, but no one in control of the ball yet. Taylor does pop one off the corner, looking for the double. Gets it out center. Sandwich Man up for the shot. Good save by AZ. Now Bean Man off the back wall. Trying to find the double. AZ there quicker. Sends it out. Just about half of the game done now. Taylor getting bumped by everybody. Needs to get their car back on the ground and recover. Bean Man able to send it out center. Taylor can't read it. It looked like maybe they were playing the 50 there and ended up missing. And then the redirect of the day from Kiyatori. What an absolute monster of an angle. Man, I don't know if you could hit this redirect on purpose. Look at that. That just went slotting to the outside post. Haiku now sends it over to the left side. Bean Man up off the right side wall. Gonna look for the flip reset goal here. Ends up getting a flip cancel. Stalls the ball out. Tries to leave it for a teammate coming in. Not gonna end up being a shot on net. Demo there. Good job for XV Official. Gonna be coming in trying to start an attack now. Haiku banks up to Kiyatori. Kiyatori looking to put it straight down. Not gonna be able to find it, but Haiku there for the shot anyways. Taylor with a great save. AZ into the corner, trying to get it up and around Bean Man. Bean Man says no, sends it back into the blue half of the field. A little bit of a double commit in the corner here, makes it awkward for XV Official, but they do end up getting the ball out. Taylor with a questionable half flip at best. Ends up leaving the lane open for Haiku there. Not able to get back in time, and Haiku able to just put it straight across the goalie box into the net. Bean Man almost back in time, but not quite. Now Haiku up. Tries to get it by Taylor. Taylor ends up getting the car and not the ball, so it's still dangerous. XP Official, Kiyatori not able to put one in net. Would have been the go-ahead goal for XP Official. Now Salt and Pepper trying to start a counterattack here. Off the right side wall, Bean Man sends it to the back wall. AZ there to defend it and send it away. Haiku now back up to AZ. AZ's falling off the wall though. Can't control his car to get it on the ball. Sandwich Man into the corner. Not going to have too much teammate support here after the demo. Bean Man is there to keep the pressure at least. Taylor comes in as well. A little bit of a double commit. Sandwich Man, last one back, but no attacker pressuring. Gets a pretty free clear. Ends up sending it straight to an XP Official player, but they aren't able to send it back down into the half. Taylor pops one off the backboard. Bean Man there for the 50 in the center. Does keep pressure. Gets a nice boost steal and a demo. Creates a lot of pressure. Sandwich Man can't quite put it on net. Ends up being wide left. Now trying to come back in, centers it out for Bean Man. Bean Man shot towards the net, gonna be high and wide. Taylor is not the last one back here, trying to find Sandwich Man. Gets demoed in the middle of the field. Kind of an interesting demo choice there. Didn't really open too much space, I feel like, for XP Official, based off of the positioning there. But, I mean, if he's there, he's there. Go ahead and grab the demo. A demo on Kiyatori could create some openings for Salt and Pepper to get out of their own zone. Kiyatori comes in from the demo respawn and ends up getting an awkward touch, making it very awkward for his teammates. And now Haiku up towards the right wall. Gonna try and get it over Taylor and Sandwich Man. Does get it by both, but Bean Man still in net to play defense. Pops up high, bouncing in the middle. AZ off the corner, gonna be trying to center this one out. Kiyatori is up, gonna get beat by Bean Man. Looks like a little bit of a misread there. It happens. Now Sandwich Man trying to get one on net. Gonna be really soft. Easy save for Kiyatori. Turns it into a pass, but we've got overtime. AZ up towards Taylor. Taylor does get the save there. Looks like it was more of a clear. Thought it was going to be a shot on net. Taylor now has control. Really good shot there. Good delay on the flip to give that ball a little extra zip at the end of the shot. Sandwich Man puts one towards net. Not going to be on. Bean Man trying to get around behind this ball. Play some face-up defense. But now a triple commit almost turns in. Looks like Bean Man does have the wherewithal to stay back. But all three players of Salt and Pepper on the same side of the field there for a second. Could have been very dangerous if XP Official noticed it and was able to get the ball to the opposite side of the field. Good 50 from Haiku is going to be towards the net. Taylor sends it back away. AZ tries to get a centering pass. Not sure if he touched that one or not, but if so, it was very soft. Tries to help it out to the center. Taylor on the counterattack, not going to be able to beat the defenders, but Sandwich Man comes in with a good 50 and beats him. The over-aggression from Salt and Pepper really coming out now. You can see the second man going into the corner a little early on these plays, I think. Gets the ball out center, but there's no shooter to be able to shoot the ball as there's too many people in the corner. And AZ from XV Official is going to put in the game winner here in overtime. Sandwich Man can't get the clear out. High Crew able to put it off the wall, and then Bean Man just gets beat by AZ. Too speedy for him, puts the ball towards the top right, wins it here in overtime in game 2, and now we are moving on into game 3. Winner take all for this series. Winner will move on to the quarterfinals. Not sure who they're going to play, but they will move on to the quarterfinals. Both of these teams playing very well. Salt and Pepper maybe a little bit on the over-aggressive side. XV Official maybe a little bit on the too passive side. The defensive touches definitely looked a lot better that game, but they need to continue to working on controlling the ball in their own end and knowing when to clear it and knowing when to just soft touch it and dribble it or pass it out.
Things are a little bit too quiet in here, so while Wallaby is taking care of whatever Wallaby is doing, I'll try my best to keep the dead air basically non-existent.
No, that's my fault. I had to take a drink of water after that game and that overtime. We'll be moving on into game 3 here as soon as everybody's readied up. XP Official doing pretty well. 2 goals off of 3 shots from the main scorer, High Crew there. Carrying the team to the victory, gets the MVP. Let's see if they can keep it up here for game 3, or if Salt and Pepper will bite back and take game 3 just like they took game 1. The over-aggression still playing to their favor, but also leaving them open for counterattacks. Very interesting style of play, and XP Officials seem to be taking advantage of it wherever they can, playing on the counterattacks and playing on those loose balls in the midfield. Off the kickoff here, AZ sends it to the right. Kiatori should be first one to this ball, but it looks like it's going to be Taylor's after a weird bounce that AC was trying to weird. Beanman sends it towards the net, and to kind of get the goal, I believe that was Taylor with the bump. Gonna see here. Yeah, Taylor in the net for a recovery. Ends up being in the right place at the right time. Gets a really nice bump. Beanman credited with the goal. Taylor gets the assist, and Salt and Pepper are up early in game number 3. High Crew and Beanman come together on the kickoff. Now Kiatori comes up from the center. AC 50s into the corner, and now Taylor gets beat by Kiatori. High Crew gonna smartly turn back here. Not really an opportunity for a shot. Sandwich Man gets the demo, but puts him a little out of place, and now Beanman can't read it on the back wall, so AZ gets the goal, ties it up here. 25 seconds into the game, and both teams have now put one on the board. Beautiful card control there.
Beautiful indeed.
Off the kickoff, gonna be in favor of the orange team here. Salt and Pepper, Beanman controlling smartly. Takes a little too much time. High Crew comes in, sends it into the orange half. 2 players for XV Official up, leaves it for Kiatori. Sandwich Man now on the left side wall, bringing it all the way across the field, and now into the back wall, finds the double. Is going to be awkward, but no touch made for, I believe that was Sandwich Man coming in. Ace up, not able to get the redirect in towards the center of the field, but a whiff from Sandwich Man does leave the shot open for Kiatori. Great save by Beanman. AZ now tries to clear one out, gets it to the center. High Crew gonna try and get this one off the ceiling, falls into the ball. Kiatori next one there, but challenged by Sandwich Man. Taylor now up and over AZ. AZ does get a touch to slow down the play, but not really a clear. Gonna leave this one for Kiatori. They play the defensive pinch, sends it all the way to the orange side, but not on net. Sandwich Man trying again to get the ball all the way back down the field, but not gonna be successful this time. Taylor's up, challenged by High Crew, gets the ball by him, but does get bumped, so not gonna be able to recover to get a second touch. The backwards challenge from Sandwich Man, ineffective that time. It's always fun to see people try those backflip challenges at the higher levels. Taylor now, opportunity on net, but Beanman is actually gonna come in, sends it way high. I don't think B-Man was quite ready to take that shot, as Taylor definitely had the right of way there. Ends up just not being able to make a connection. Now Kiatori sends it towards the corner. Sandwich Man into the middle. High Crew able to clear it away. Gets the ball out of harm's way, and now in the corner trying to get it centered out. Not going to be able to. Beanman clears it over the head of Kiatori. Almost a good shot there, but going to be sent away again by an XV Official defender. And we're about halfway through this game, and the game has looked really even. I thought we might see a little bit of an offensive shootout here as the floodgates opened pretty early on in this game. Both teams scoring one early, but it has been silent since about that 4.5-minute mark. About 2 minutes without a goal. A lot of back and forth play here. No team really controlling the pressure. Great shot from High Crew and a better bump as well on the far post. Let's see who it was. I believe it was AZ bumped Bean Man here on the far post. Just could not get to that ball. Great bump by AZ. Good head on his shoulders. 2:18 left to play here in game number 3. And XB Official will be moving on to the quarterfinals if this scoreline holds. Salt and Pepper need to get a goal in order to tie it up here in regulation. At least 2 if they want to try and get a win. Ball going towards the orange side of the field from the blue side. High Crew is able to send it away, but not able to keep control. Gives the ball away. And now it looks like Salt and Pepper are going to have really good pressure here, but AZ does get a great second touch off that back wall to clear it. Still in control. Passes it center. High Crew not ready. Not really in a good position to be ready for that pass either. A little too parallel to his teammate. Needs to hang back a little bit. Let him get the ball in front of him. Another defensive pinch. One from each team now. This one does find its way to the blue side of the field, but is not going to be on net. Taylor pops one up for Sandwich Man, who gets it to the corner, looking for the double into the center, slows it down a little bit. Taylor not able to get there before AZ. AZ sends it way down the field, pops it up center. High Crew up for the shot. Bean Man with the save. Now Kayatori is not able to get the ball back down into the field, just kind of stalls it out. High Crew back on defense, 2v1 situation. Sandwich Man looking for the bump, not going to find it, but High Crew's save is not going to be enough. Dunked by Taylor, scores tied back up with 1:06 remaining. What a good play there from Taylor to really just stick in on the play. Gets the dunk, gets the goal, ties it up. 1:06 remains here. AZ into the corner now. Sandwich Man able to get the ball out. Kind of gives the ball away. Gotta recognize when you're not under pressure and that you have time to make these touches. Pinch was way too much, sends it away. And now Salt and Pepper do get a little lucky. They are still bringing it back towards the XB Official side. But I think that the next goal scored will be the game winner. I don't think we're going to see a 3-3 tie game going into overtime. The winner of this game will win 3-2, and I think it's going to be on the side of XB Official. They seem to be playing a little bit better Rocket League right now, but we'll see what happens. We do know how Salt and Pepper like to get those fast attacks going, and they are hard to deal with, and Bean Man slots one into the inside post, proving me wrong nearly immediately. Taylor with a good pass off the ceiling here, makes it go straight down. Bean Man reads it well. AZ, not so much. Able to get it by the defender. Kiatori, no chance on saving that one. Into the bottom left corner it goes for goal number 3. Kiatori does get a pretty solid kickoff, though. Could make things happen. High Crew's not going to be able to take the shot. A Sandwich Man sends it away. AZ up in the wall. 18 seconds left to get a goal here. They need a goal to force the overtime. And now Taylor's going to get it over the head of Kiatori as well. High Crew able to send it back down the field. Kiatori there for the redirect. Gonna be soft, but Bean Man is able to put it onto the corner. Now High Crew coming in. 3 seconds remain. 2, 1, 0. Ball just needs to touch the ground in order for Salt and Pepper to declare victory in this round of 16, and they do. Salt and Pepper move on to the quarterfinals. CJ will have to tell us who they play in a second once we pull up the bracket. Really good game from both teams. Salt and Pepper's Bean Man with 2 goals on 2 shots at 100% shooting percentage. Really good play there. XB Official played well, just not well enough to bring home the W in game number 3. So we are going to be moving on to the quarterfinals now. Yeah, they went against the script. I know. I write all of the outcomes, and so actually I knew Salt and Pepper was going to win. I just thought it would be more interesting if I finally got a prediction on stream wrong.
It's kind of baiting.
I mean, like, you know, I do what I can. I got to keep the viewers at home entertained.
Right.
I'm a master at my craft.
A master. We do.
Just leave it alone.
we do see that we're actually going to get a very early matchup, Inferno versus Bad Players in the quarterfinals. That's usually, I mean, we've had a lot of finals matchups where that has been the feature. So that is a tough quarterfinal matchup for sure. Vanguard Gaming does take a win as well. We're going to see Caveman are able to take it over XVB, and we do know that Salt and Pepper have taken the win. They will be moving up to play against Vanguard Gaming. Right now, we're currently waiting for the winner of Scarlet Eyes versus Equalizers, as our streamed game will be the Eclipse versus the winner of that match in this quarterfinal matchup. But right now, looking back at that last game, Salt and Pepper really seemed to have control of the early part of the series, but XVB had a really great kind of return to form there, and were able to really put on the pressure, make it very difficult for Salt and Pepper in the end. Very close games, and a 3-game series, which if you had asked us in the first 2.5 minutes, probably would not have expected. Correct?
Yeah, no, definitely not. It definitely was a good game. XP Official kind of found their way back into the swing of things. It ended up being pretty solid Rocket League. Very happy. XP Official is a team that kind of has a pedigree here in Slips, just as much as Salt and Pepper, arguably. And so I would have really not liked to see them come in and play poorly, which I think that they were in the first probably minute of that first game, but I think they definitely brought it back. Played really well in the rest of the first game, not to mention the second and third game. And let's see, who's our Salt and Pepper team playing now? They're going to be playing Vanguard Gaming. So kind of a tough matchup here. Salt and Pepper kind of likely to get knocked out by Vanguard Gaming. 1929 average MMR team. All 3 players on that team being SSL. So you know that the MMR actually means something when they're a 1900 rated team. So we're going to have to see how Salt and Pepper fares against them. It was a very close series against XP Official. And, I think that XP Official and Salt and Pepper would have had a chance against a lot of teams on this bracket. But it would have been it'll be very tough for them to take down Vanguard Gaming. Very, very tough.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, that's a tough matchup. And then on the bottom half, there's pretty much tough matchups across the board here. To be honest, we had Rapid Fire Black, who were able to kind of take their game in a forfeit. Eclipse was a little bit more even with Shady Shoals there, but I don't know. There's not a whole lot of quarterfinal matchups that are going to be easier than the others.
Yeah, it's Scarlet Eyes probably taking down Equalizers here. If their team situation has filtered out the way I think it is filtered out. It looked like they may have had to bring in their manager to be a sub, but I think that ended up not happening. Then we've got Caveman and Rapid Fire Black. Sorry, Rapid Fire Black. You pulled the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah,
Inferno versus bad players. Man, I'll be honest. I kind of wish we were streaming that match. That's always a fun matchup to watch. No matter what area of the tournament it's in, it's always a fun time to watch those 2 teams go up against each other. Always guaranteed good Rocket League. Except for maybe like one time I can remember where it felt like a blowout. And that's just because one team really wasn't playing the way that they normally play. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting road to the semis. I think we're going to get Vanguard versus Inferno and Caveman versus Scarlet Eyes.
Yeah, I definitely, based off of MMRs, that's definitely what it looks like. Rapid Fire Black would be very, very hard pressed to take on Caveman. But
it'd be hard pressed to get a game, let alone the entire series. That's a really tough matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you'd call it a pleasure, but I've had the pleasure of playing against Caveman. And man, that's a tough game. That's a tough game.
Right, for sure. I mean, and yeah, it's gonna be a tough across the board. But Inferno bad players, they can go either direction. Vanguard Gaming. Have we seen them in tournaments here?
Vanguard, no. This is their first time.
So I mean, that one can go either direction, right? We've had some SSL teams in the past with and the dudes, teams who had a huge amount of potential, but really out of all the tournaments that they joined, only one time did one of those teams win.
Yeah, and it was
the very first time that they joined, and they ended up winning it against the dudes actually in the finals. But that was the only time that either of those teams had actually ended up taking the victory. So, SSL teams, yeah, you have a huge advantage coming here, but it's not guaranteed to win by any means.
No, we have a lot of teams that you know, play really well in the tournament setting. I guess you could call it a clutch factor. And then we have some teams that come in and they're really highly rated, and sometimes they just don't play the way that we expect them to. It's
Right.
always That's why I think it's really fun to have this tournament every week, because you see a team that normally beats another team, and then one day that team actually takes down the other team, and you just get really excited. You know, it creates a story, a little bit of apprehension in the bracket. It's always a fun time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the power rankings. Let's see how powerful the Slip staff or the Slip's power ranking committee thought these teams were going into this week. We've got Caveman at number 1, definitely the strongest coming in from predictions, but now we've got the new guys on the block, Vanguard and 1929 team. Could they end up taking the spot, or will Caveman hold on to the number 1? And then as far as the rest of it goes, let's see. Okay, and then second comes in with Inferno. I don't think we actually have a graphic this week, so I'll just read off the power rankings for everybody. So Caveman taking number 1 with 60 points. Inferno number 2 with 47 points. Bad Players number 3. So the number 2 and number 3 team duking it out in the quarterfinals. Very
Yeah.
unfortunate we're not able to watch them.
Yeah,
Northern
that
Shield
was
number
tough.
4 with 42 points, out by a forfeit. Very unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and bring up the bracket then, if we don't have the graphic for the power rankings. And then we've got Eclipse at number 5, our top 5 there. And only, 4 out of the top 5 still in the tournament. Eclipse there waiting for Scarlet Eyes to get kind of into gear. I believe Scarlet Eyes did win their game, so it will be Eclipse versus Scarlet Eyes. M22 Esports, not finalized. Ignition Esports, taken down by Inferno. Inferno gets their revenge. They were taken down by Ignition Esports last week, and I was talking to Gator, and like, hey, listen, just so you guys know, if you lose to Ignition again, especially in the first round, you realize you guys are probably going to drop out of the top 5, right? And so I think that kind of lit a fire under them. They end up coming back, beating Ignition. M22 Alpha had a little bit of a finalization issue, not going to be able to compete in the tournament. Scarlet Eyes, ranked number 9 in the power rankings, take down Equalizers, now taking on number 5 in the quarterfinals. Going to be a good matchup there. And N7 Phantoms holding on to that number 10 spot.
Yeah, I mean, definitely quite a few of the top 10 that are in here, but Inferno Bad Players is going to be a huge game changer for those power rankings, especially when you go out in the quarterfinals, even against a bad or a better team. It's always tough, right? Because we see how like if Inferno goes on to potentially make the finals, maybe even win the tournament, or Bad Players goes on to make the finals or win the tournament. It can really affect your ranking, even though you lost to a team that really is a finals team, or and even a winning team. You don't really, you may fall a little bit further than you normally would have, and it has nothing really to do, unfortunately, with your skill level at that point. It's just kind of your how you fall in the bracket. So that early powerhouse matchup is going to be really tough for sure. Salt and Pepper, again, a team that may potentially have kind of risen back into the top 10, maybe had a better shot at it, meet Vanguard Gaming really early here, and so it's just kind of a tough draw for a couple of these teams. But as that's kind of how it goes when you have this many teams, and you're moving into the quarterfinals, right? Just pretty much the top 16 teams. And in these slips tournaments, you're gonna have some really, really, really good teams here. But regardless, we're gonna be able to get actually into the lobby here pretty soon. So we're gonna have the Scarlet Eyes versus Eclipse quarterfinal matchup coming for you really soon here. Sorry, we did have a little bit of a delay getting that first round finished, but let's move to the tail of the tape real quick here to see what these two teams look like as we are getting ready, getting them into the lobby, getting ready to start here.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you wondering, I saw a lot of rumblings in the chat about why it was taking Scarlet Eyes so long to finish their matchup. They had a little bit of a roster issue going on that they were trying to get figured out. And so they did end up getting it figured out. They got into their game, and I think that's why it was taking so long. But now we can see exactly what they have in store. Both teams sporting an SSL here. Snow, the lower rated SSL, Jacobs 1919 on the Eclipse side. Soling's Fruit and Jacobs, definitely some staples in the community. So we're going to see how they fare up against this Scarlet Eyes roster. Blossom. Cleft is a newer guy brought in. I will say that there was a little bit of a miscommunication amongst the team of who was coming in as the sub. Uh, I will say, as attorney admin, we basically said Cleft is already here. You have to play with him. Like, we're not messing around with any more subs on game day. So they could have a little bit of a tough time with Eclipse due to playing with a sub that they weren't necessarily prepared to play with. But we'll see if they can overcome this obstacle and really get in and take down Eclipse. Eclipse is a really strong team and probably a fan favorite here in the Twitch chat. But it's hard to predict a winner of this one.
Yeah. I mean, both teams pretty evenly matched up, but I think that Eclipse definitely is going to come in actually with the advantage from my eyes here, but just because you know we've seen these players before. They have a lot of a little bit more often. They have definitely some more experience probably playing on stream, and they probably have some more experience playing with each other. I know that Scarlet Eyes is a fairly new team, newly put together as well. So I think Eclipse, even though the rankings are very similar, they're going to be coming in with a slight advantage here. And we know we've seen Solinx and Jacobs play a lot, at least those two, and we know that they are very, very, very solid. So, it's going to be a great matchup, though. These two teams very highly ranked. Again, a very kind of a tough quarterfinal matchup as well. We've kind of a lot of tough matchups across the board here. This maybe end up being a pretty exciting one here.
Yeah, Scarlet Eyes, the number 9 team. Eclipse, the number 5 team. We're still waiting on a couple players to make their way in here. One thing I do have to give my appreciation to is the team logo from Scarlet Eyes. I enjoy the reference there. I'm hoping that it's a telltale sign of their skill as well. Maybe they get angry after losing game 1, pop their Scarlet Eyes, and take game 2 and 3 with ease. But we'll see if we can turn this into some sort of fun story type thing. But Solinx, Jacobs, and Fruit are going to be looking to eclipse the competition here in the quarterfinals. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Fire me if you will. Oh, I think I just dad joked Wallaby into silence.
I was trying. Like, you told me I'm not allowed to laugh at your jokes, and I was trying not to do it. This is why I can't.
Not during my if I smoothly throw him into the play-by-play, then you gotta watch the last, because then I interrupt my own play-by-play. While we're chilling, it's no big deal. We got Scarlet Eyes on the blue side, Eclipse on the orange side, and we are underway in game number 1. No clear pressure early on off the kickoff. Jacob's gonna get beat by Cleft here off the back wall. No one ready to take the shot. Blossom now pops one over Solinx. Fruit is gonna miss that ball. Thought he was gonna get it for sure. Jacob's last line of defense here, and now Fruit is in a very awkward spot, able to pop it up high and wide. Cleft trying to get it back center down. Blossom with a shot, gonna be wide right, but Jacob's able to send it away anyways. Credited with the epic save on a shot that wasn't going in. Kind of weird, champ, if you ask me, but you know how Rocket League is. PSYONIX just rolls a d20 whenever it's deciding what kind of points to give.
What is that? What's Cleft's car? What's Cleft's car? Is that
it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it's called.
In the chat, please help us out. We're struggling. Yeah. We're struggling. We don't know all the Rocket League trivia well enough, apparently.
Good save by Blossom there on Fruit's shot, and now Solinx is up, has plenty of control. Great challenge by Snowfy there. Able to send it away, but now Fruit gets the clear out and the demo on Cleft. A little bit of a 3v2 situation, but Cleft gets a solid spawn, kind of throws the ball away into the center of the field. Really just throwing away that touch there. Thought maybe he was in a little bit more trouble than he actually was. Oh, the Venom! The Venom, yeah. That's right. I wanted to call it the Vulcan, but I knew it wasn't the Vulcan, right? But it's Venom.
The flat car.
Yeah. No, is it the flat car? No. I think it's the one with the pointy nose.
Is it? I play Octane too much to know all the other cars.
Fair enough.
I'm too sweaty. We got getting down to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Ooh, I thought that was gonna be the first goal of the game, and it's pretty even between these teams. Definitely, I think great pass by Cleft down to. Wait, is that Snowfy? Snowfy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Snowfy.
Yeah, Snowfy.
Great pass
like
by
Sophie,
Cleft.
but snow.
God. Okay, Cleft on the Snowfie for goal number 1. Skull and Eyes have some really good opportunities so far here, and they managed to put that first one in. You know, and right away, it's definitely easy to see that there's a little bit of a play or a difference in skill level here between the first round that we just watched and these two teams here. You know, both these two teams very high level, a lot more airplay, a lot more midfield play, and the passes have been very clean so far. So really exciting Rocket League, and something that, you know, you and I, Croc, really like to see those pass plays. And I think we're going to get, I think so far from what we've seen so far, we're going to get that opportunity to see some really good ones as we get to this halfway mark.
Yeah, moving into 2:30 left remaining on the clock. Still up by 1 is the Scarlet Eyes, led by Blossom with 3 saves so far. And a beautiful shot by Cleft with a greater save by Solings. Jacobs also getting in on the save action off a shot from Snowfie. And then Fruit finally clears it out. Gets the demo on Cleft as well. Now Snowfie's going to be on the right side. Throws it into the corner. Gonna bump Solings. Files out to the middle. Blossom on net. Fruit with a save. Solings able to clear it away. Saves the day for now. Ball back into the center, however, and Cleft not going to be able to read that one. Had no boost, couldn't readjust his car. Snowfie up off the top of the back wall. Water falls down, and Blossom able to put one in. Adding to those 3 saves now is a goal. 1 goal on 4 shots for Blossom so far. 1 goal on 1 shot for Snowfie. 4 shots total for the Eclipse side. No goals yet to show for it.
Yeah, and right now, Scarlet Eyes definitely coming out really strong here so far. Some great chances and some great saves by the side of Eclipse, but, you know, no real counter pressure coming out from them yet. And you know, there's definitely been some whiffs on the side of Eclipse as well, and some opportunities where they were really low boost. So we'll see how they're able to respond here. A minute 30, and they actually get a mistake here by Blossom and Cleft, and Jacobs is able to take goal number 1 for Eclipse in this game. That was a very needed goal number 1 to bring it down within 1 with a minute 30 here, Croc.
Yeah, some supersonic plat plays on the field right there. Just can't quite read the ball on the near post. A little embarrassing to see on stream, but, you know, if someone ever tells you that GCs and SSLs don't make mistakes, there's your proof right there that they do. A little bit of an awkward play. A minute 30 left. Can Eclipse to get another goal to force the overtime off of the mistake from Scarlet Eyes? Fruit now in the corner. Doesn't have too much opposition here. Good fake. Puts it on net. Great save by Blossom. Jacobs tries to get the ball out center. Can't read the 50, so Blossom does have a little less than a free touch out. Now another defensive mistake here by Snowfie. Finds the top corner of the net instead of the ball. And now Fruit able to slot it into the bottom left corner. Eclipse ties the game with 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Scarlet Eyes, a lot of panic here on the defensive end. Not able to get the touches that they want. And they can't get it cleared out. Eclipse, great pressure here in this back half of the game. And they're able to tie it up for potential overtime if it does stay like this. But right out the gate, instead, Scarlet Eyes says no. Cleft is going to take it off the demo. Blossom actually gets the nice little tap out pass there. Gets demoed for their troubles, but Cleft takes it, says, don't worry, I got you, and puts Scarlet Eyes up with 57 seconds remaining.
57 seconds. Will they be able to come in now? Solynx pops one up. Does have an opportunity for a double tap here. Cleft sends it to the outside. Fruit back towards the middle. Cleft sends it straight down. Doesn't want anybody to get a nice popping touch up, but Jacobs able to center it out. Fruit in the net recovering, so third man can't really come in for the shot there. Solynx into the corner. Goes up. Does get a nice little flip into the ball. Creates an awkward opposition, an awkward set of pressure, sorry, for the opposition. Cleft able to get it back down into the orange half of the field. Challenged by Solynx. Could be awkward, but Fruit does get the ball up. Cleft, this demoed, could create an awkward spawn. Doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. Snowfie passed to Blossom on net, and Solynx with a beautiful touch save to get it over the crossbar and back towards the corner. Solynx now with 8 seconds remaining. Needs to get the ball high up. Needs to get it out to a teammate. Fruit needs to read this 50 well, but Cleft with the fake lets the ball touch the ground. Clock is at 0. If ball hits the ground, it is over. Ball centered out. Fruit needs to get a pop here. Keeps it alive into the bevel. Blossom also keeping it alive here in the 50. Sends it across the field. Can Snowfie off the side wall. Blossom touches again. Still keeps it alive. Fruit up off the side wall, off the back wall. And Cleft comes in with the fake. Lets the ball hit the ground. And Scarlet Eyes take game number 1.
Wow. I mean, it's definitely different than we expected. We knew that Scarlet Eyes had the potential to come in here and put some damage down. But I mean, both of these teams, they came out firing on all cylinders, and this is a very close matchup so far here. Scarlet Eyes does take the win. Blossom just absolutely popped off with on the defensive end and on the offensive end. 6 shots, 5 saves, was part of 2 of their 3 goals. Actually, everybody on the Scarlet Eyes pretty even as far as the offensive contribution goes. And then on the side of Eclipse, definitely some struggles a little bit on some of the touches, but Solinks came in with an absolute defensive clinic, had some incredible saves. It could have been much worse than 3-2 in favor of Scarlet Eyes here without Solinks' incredible save. So great game 1 so far, and I think moving into game 2 here, Eclipse is really going to be trying to look to get a little bit more consistency on these touches. I think if they're going to want to have a chance here against Scarlet Eyes.
Yeah, and I think Blossom also definitely has a lot to do with the reason Scarlet Eyes won that game. 5 saves off of the shots from Eclipse. Really good play from Blossom. Needs to continue to uh, be that presence on the goal line, or else Eclipse could open the floodgates. 5 saves. That's a lot of saves to make on the goal line. Shots from Eclipse that were going in, besides one. There was one where we were like, yeah, Blossom got the epic save, but that ball wasn't going in anyways. Now we're into game 2. Blossom with control does get a soft no flick, but still kind of had control of the ball. It was a little weird. It happens sometimes where you don't get the flick, but you still have control. That was one of those times. Challenged by Solinks here, and now Fruit's going to be able to get it cleared. Pass up to Solinks, cut out by Snowfy. Snowfy up, trying to get it centered. Does read the bounce, does not read the bounce actually. Thought he was definitely hitting that ball. Cleft there to play the 50s. Jacobs now in an Octane. Was Jacobs in an Octane before? I saw he did leave the match, so I didn't know if he was running a car swap.
He may have changed. I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, with the Clef's Venom, it's kind of hard for me to focus on the other cars.
Fair. Now, I honestly have no idea what anybody was using except for that Fruit was on an Octane. Or on a Fennec. I knew that one. Because you know me and my Phoenix.
Yeah, I know Solinks was Octane. And it's funny because...
Ooh, nice touch. Really good goal there. Great pass, too. Blossom can't quite get the clear out. Finds the ceiling. Fruit able to get the 50 on the challenge. And Solinks up fast and speedy. Flips it down into the top right corner.
Wow. That's how you learn how to directional arrow right there. that was a very, very nice shot there by Solinks. Had a really good defensive presence in the first game. It comes out on the offensive end in game number 2 to put Eclipse up by 1 here in a must-win game for them in their tournament life here so far. But Scarlet Eyes looking to come up on this offensive side, and right now, oh my god, I thought Fruit was about to do it to him. Right now, Eclipse definitely a lot more offensive heavy than they were in game number 1 so far, Kirkrock.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree, but it was also easy to not think that they had offensive pressure last game. Really good goal from Solinks there again on a really sharp angle. It was really easy to act like they didn't have offensive pressure last game because the defense of Scarlet Eyes was just so good. And this game it has proved to not be quite as good so far. The clears aren't there, the saves aren't there, and so I think it's easier to say that Eclipse is playing better this game, which I think they are. But I think that it's not too far off from what we saw last game either.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both of these teams just absolutely incredible so far. We'll see who's able to step up and take it. Right now, Scarlet Eyes do have their work cut out for them down 2, but there's still 3 minutes left. They're going to try to kind of put Eclipse away and move themselves into the semifinals. That was a chance.
Yeah, the bump on Solinks I thought was going to be the opening for that one.
That's what I thought too. Not able to get it in though. Man,
Big ups up in the corner. Sorry, what were you saying?
Nah, it's just a lot. I think physical play right now may end up being a difference. We'll have to see. I always default to physical play when actually instead a little bit of a rotational mistake was actually what they ended up using. Solinks a little bit too far. Everybody kind of jumped at that ball on the side of Eclipse. Blossom able to take the free open net. That puts it within 1 at the halfway point. Definitely what Scarlet Eyes needed here.
Definitely have to agree. Now just down by 1, cut the lead in half. Cleft up early. Right side wall. Fruit should have this one pretty easy. Gets a nice, powerful clear to the back wall. Soling's off the ceiling. Can't quite read it off the touch from Blossom. Jacobs now towards the side wall. Blossom sends it back towards the net. Snowfy up. Gets a redirect, but it's going to be high and wide. Fruit up. Beats Cleft on the challenge there. Has a little bit of control, gets the boost, but Blossom comes in, beats him on the challenge, and now going straight towards the net, gets the ball by the defender, but can't get it by the post. Fruit off the sidewall. Cleft up early to just stop him in his tracks. Doesn't really get a great touch on the ball, but does cause Fruit to lose the ball. And now on the counterattack, look at that demo. Snowfy just absolutely deletes Jacobs, and Blossom puts it into the now empty net.
Snowfy absolutely just destroying the defense there. I said that getting physical may be what opens up the offensive chances, and that's exactly what Snowfy ended up doing. Puts one past the first defender, absolutely just murders the second defender, and that's going to be a 2-2 game at the minute 50 mark. And right now, you know, Scarlet Eyes, they started off a little bit slower, a little bit kind of on their back foot, but they have been coming out with a vengeance here in the second half of the game, Brock.
Yeah, now 2-2 with a minute and a half remaining. I was about to say bad players because I saw something about it in the chat. Will Eclipse be able to survive, or is the Scarlet Eyes team, this new team, kind of put together? I don't know if it's the same exact team as last week from Alpha Gaming. Let's see if Scarlet Eyes is able to put them down in 2 games, or if Eclipse is going to be the one. Left over there. Not going to be able to make the touch, though. Solings has an opportunity. Good cutout by Blossom. Now Snowfy sends it down the field. Jacobs able to stop it in its tracks. Sends it back down to the blue wall. Blossom controlling quickly here. Fruit with a challenge. Does not get a great touch on the ball. Solings now left on defense. Puts it away towards the midfield. Snowfy pass over to Blossom. Blossom not going to be able to read this one well. Does get a solid touch on it, though, for being really far away from the ball. Left up. 50's Fruit. Fruit now just needs to get out of there. Did like 2 circles around under the ball. Just get out of there. Let your teammate come in there. Solings with a good save on Cleft shot there. Didn't think that was on net, but I guess it was. Blossom off the corner into the center. 20 seconds remaining now. Is anyone going to get the go-ahead goal, or are we going to see an overtime? Cleft up. Lots of spins. Makes 1 touch off the back wall, and now Fruit able to challenge Blossom. Doesn't let the free shot come in. Jacobs and Fruit, a double commit. Could be dangerous. Cleft up towards Snowfy. Snowfy trying to pass back down to the center. Going to be over the head of Cleft, so Blossom comes in. Not cleared out well by Soling, so it's going to hit the ground, it looks like. No, Fruit able to pop it up. Soling's there looking for the redirect. Snowfy does get a touch, keeps the ball alive. And now going back the other way, does end up killing, and we've got overtime.
You know, moving into this overtime too, right now, you know, Scarlet Eyes have been having a ton of offensive pressure. Really would need to see Eclipse kind of step up their defensive counterattack opportunities and look for each other and get some stronger touches on these clears, because Scarlet Eyes had a huge amount of control in that back half of that game and definitely have the momentum going in their favor here in this overtime, Croc.
Solings up. Oh, rare unforced error by Solings there. Then the bump on Fruit, not going to be enough. Fruit able to recover. The demo comes out on Blossom, the defensive stronghold. Now let's see how Blossom's been doing on the defensive side of things this game. No saves, actually. 3 shots, gets 2 goals. Still MVP for the team so far, but hasn't been doing much on the defensive side of things. But then again, Eclipse has only had 4 shots. 9 shots coming out for Scarlet Eyes, just 2 goals to show. And now Clef makes it 3 off of the 10th shot, and Scarlet Eyes take down Eclipse. The number 9 team has just beat the number 5 team in a best-of-3 series. Just 2 games. Snowfy ending up taking the MVP here with 3 assists. No goals for Snowfy here, but does get 3 assists. And, you know, really good game from Scarlet Eyes to take down a really powerful team. Eclipse is definitely not a team that I would want to pull in the bracket either. You know, they are number 5 on the power rankings. Gonna change it up a little bit. I think after today's game, you know, Scarlet Eyes, I don't know exactly what they've done since they were Alpha Gaming, but they do look pretty strong here. Definitely gonna have to probably move above Eclipse. It doesn't look like Eclipse was playing poorly or like really bad compared to what they normally do. They'll be very close. They'll probably, they'll be 1 and 2. Not actually at the top, but one will be in one spot and the other one will be right under them. It really just depends on what the committee thinks. So we'll have to
Right.
see exactly what happens this week.
Yeah, and unfortunately, two of the players from Eclipse did leave too early, so we can't actually see what their stats looked like in the
Yeah.
final scoreboard. But Scarlet Eyes definitely a ton of pressure in that back half of the game. We can't, went down too early, had a great response here, and kind of controlled pretty much the entire series for the most part. Really surprising, but very very we always like to see kind of some of these surprises coming forward. So Scarlet Eyes with a great performance in this quarterfinal matchup. Not an easy quarterfinal matchup by any means for them, and they will be moving into the semifinals. They're going to be facing off against the winner of Rapid Fire Black and Caveman. Caveman likely going to be the one that we think is going to win that, but we've had surprises before, so could get an interesting matchup potentially. If they do end up going against Caveman, how do you think that they're going to match up?
I think Caveman will probably end up taking it. Caveman is a very strong team, a team that I wouldn't want to look at. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket, actually, see what we've got in store for the semifinals. Um, but Caveman's a very tough team. Inferno's beat them once, but I think that's the only time that they've been beaten in this bracket so far. They do move on to take on Scarlet Eyes, and that's gonna be a tough team. Cavemen have the MMR disadvantage. For any of you who may think that the MMR matters around the like 16, 17, 1800 mark, but Cavemen has proven themselves time and time again on stream. Uh, Besides the one time that they lost to Inferno, and that was day when Inferno won the finals. So it's not, you know, Caveman is still ranked number 1 in power rankings. There's a reason for that. Bad players take down Inferno though in the quarterfinals to move to the semis.
With the
That's
sweep
some
too.
news.
2-0 sweep for bad players. Well, sweep in a best of threes, yeah, it happens pretty often. But bad players do take Inferno down into to move into the semifinals. A little bit of an upset, though. Of course, bad players, never one to, never a team really to kind of put your bets against. And Vanguard is still matching up against Salt and Pepper. We're not sure what the result so far from that match is, but we know that's gonna be Caveman versus Scarlet Eyes. If it is Vanguard Gaming like we expect it to be, good luck to Salt and Pepper. We wouldn't be opposed to an upset by any means. But if it's Vanguard versus bad players, how do you think that matchup's going to end up looking, Croc?
I think that it could be very interesting. Bad players were a team that used to beat Inferno all the time back in the early days. Then it was Inferno that was kind of beating bad players all the time, and then now they've been kind
Oh,
of back and forth. Salt and Pepper.
no way.
What? What happened here?
You know what? Way to go. I
Yeah.
mean, we love seeing upsets.
Oh yeah,
So
for
Salt
sure.
and Pepper versus bad players. Oh man, that is exciting. So we're actually going to get a Salt and Pepper versus Bad Players matchup, and they're going to be going right into it. Salt and Pepper is actually going to be able to take that momentum from a quarterfinal upset into the semifinal matchup. They're going to need to be on point for. Let's get into the tail of the tape of these two teams. We do know a lot of these players. We do know pretty much all these players already. But actually looking at this right now with Salt and Pepper versus Bad Players, we would have probably potentially put Vanguard maybe over bad players. Not really sure, but with this matchup here, I mean, if Salt and Pepper were able to take down an SSL team, they may have a shot here.
Yeah, I mean, Salt and Pepper definitely a solid team. They didn't seem like they were playing that well in the Salt and Pepper XV official matchup, but maybe they've gotten warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was just their first game on. Because I was honestly a little surprised, right, in the Salt and Pepper XV official matchup. XV official, you know, they were a really good team. They came back. I don't know if Kiatori was Moon or not, but Moon has always been a pretty solid player on that team. But with 2 new players, I wasn't sure if they had been playing together recently or if this was really their first foray into Rocket League with that roster. Salt and
Mm-hmm.
Pepper, the roster has remained largely the same. Taylor seems new, but it could just be a name change. But I think it could be a sub. I'm honestly not sure. Either way, they could be just finding that mesh. These are players that have played together, at least Ben and Beanman, for a while. And maybe they were just taking a chance to get Taylor fitted into the rotation and really start moving around. Now, of course, we got Ludwin, JJ, and Jalen on the other side, so we are going to see Cloud out. Um, very unfortunate. And it looks like Crossplat is not turned on for one of our players, so we're getting a little bit of a delay. Very unfortunate. Oh, wait, does that mean Cloud is actually playing? Wait, who's in here?
No, I think isn't
I
wait.
think Jalen might actually be console as well.
Yeah, because bad players have 2 console players, right?
I can't remember, honestly.
Is it Cloud? I think it's Cloud.
Yeah, it is Cloud. So we are getting Cloud in here. It looks like we're gonna have Ludwin, Cloud, and somebody else. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of who's playing the game. Uh, Salt and Pepper gonna be hard pressed, I think, still to take on bad players. Bad players, very good team. Uh, but I think it's gonna end up being a good game. Also, I would have to agree, guys. Like, just just chill. Why you guys are so ornery in chat? Bunch of angsty teens.
Jalen. Jalen's. I guess we kind of expected he's in the chat here.
Yeah.
With the angsty teens.
So no. Yeah. No,
Go
it's.
JJ.
Uh, it, we knew you said Cloud B. Oh yeah, true. He did say
Oh.
Cloud BRB, and then everybody joined. That's very fair. Let's see if Cloud gets back in time, or if we'll have to remake.
They're doing a great job here.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
they've kept this lobby going.
Wait,
Oh,
way
he
to
made
go.
it.
Way to go. They made a mistake and then they
Alright.
immediately fixed it. We're going to get into game 1, though, here. It's going to be Salt and Pepper on the blue side, Bad Players on the orange side. Really excited to see how this first semifinal matchup kind of pans out here. Croc, go ahead and give us the details.
Sorry,
I
I
don't
just
know
read
when to say
Naz's
play by
message.
play.
Yeah. We've got Bean Man up, trying to get it down into the bad players half of the field. Cloud gets the boost, gonna get this ball up and over the net, hopefully. A little bit of a soft touch, ends up gonna go right to Taylor, but able to get the 50 is Cloud. Bean Man over to Taylor. Taylor looking for the shot on net, not gonna be able to read it and put it down. Jalen pops one high. Sandwich Man should be able to read, pass over to Taylor. Bean Man comes in, and now a double commit. Could be dangerous. Bloodwind kind of takes the ball from Cloud, pass to Jalen, and Jalen gets the goal here, 1-0 early on in the game. I thought Ludwin may have accidentally destroyed this play. Goes up for the ball again. Honestly, not a bad ball for Ludwin to go back for, right? If you're Cloud, you gotta calm, say like, hey, I'm coming, I'm shooting that ball. I think Cloud probably would have scored, but Ludwin gets a pass over to Jalen. Ends up not being bad at all. Jalen gets the first goal of the game, answered by Bean Man off the kickoff.
Beautiful placement there by B-Man coming off that kickoff. Jalen gets popped over a little bit. Cloud not quite fast enough to get over there. B-Man put that pretty much in the only spot that it wasn't going to get saved unless he somehow managed to get over to the other side of the post. And that's going to be 1-1 already with this, with only 4:14. Still 4:14 remaining on the clock here. You know, already an offensive shootout so far. Which I guess, you know, bad players, it tends to be a lot of offense with them on the field.
Yeah, they do. Oh, all right. And Sandwich Man takes the lead.
A different Salt and Pepper team.
Yeah, Taylor puts one down. Sandwich Man able to slide it in. I honestly think that's just a case of Cloud kind of creeping up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, if he stays on far post, does he make the save? Maybe. Not guaranteed, but creeps up a little bit. Ball gets put behind him. He's definitely not making the save then.
Definitely, you gotta be careful on those creep ups on defense. They will definitely get punished at this level. Salt and Pepper coming out with the 2-1 lead here early on. You know, bad players definitely the favorites, I think, in this matchups. But I mean, Salt and Pepper playing a lot differently than we had kind of seen in the XV official matchup. So, ooh, dangerous though. Really interested to see if they're able to keep up this level of play and if the bad players are able to respond quickly enough. Oh my gosh, I thought that was about to be in. You know, and when you come out this early, and there's already, you know, kind of 3 goals down, how do you like, what are you looking for as far as mental changes here, Croc? If you feel like there's a lot of offense and the defense is kind of getting blown by.
Uh, honestly, I'm not sure. My brain is kind of like in the clouds right now. I've been watching this game, but I haven't been like watching this game so far. It's very, very odd for me. That doesn't happen a lot. Jalen there with a great goal, though. I think it's just a sense of both these teams kind of going back and forth. They're still kind of feeling each other out. I've noticed that the third man isn't really there a lot of the times. They seem to be creeping up into the play. Not the same as what happened to Cloud on the one goal, but they do seem to be kind of creeping up into the play in the midfield a little too early, and that might be leading to all of these offensive opportunities. But I'll be honest, my head has been kind of in the clouds for this game.
Uh, Cloud will maybe join you up there. But it's going to be 2-2. We're going to get to the halfway mark. Pretty much like the game had just started here. Just with not as much time. Ooh, Taylor takes it away from Sandwich Man. Salt and Pepper definitely are having a little bit of mistakes on the rotationally in the midfield. That can get really dangerous against a team like Bad Players. So you have to be very careful. Make sure that you are really on point with your comms and making sure that you're very aware of where your teammates are at. I think that's what they're definitely going to need to clean that up in this semifinal match if they're going to want to be able to take it seriously.
Yeah, pinch there is going to end up going in. Or actually, I don't think there was a pinch because that was Jalen up, right? No, that was Ludwin and Cloud. Okay, so they do end up getting the pinch. Nice little 68-mile-an-hour pinch right inside the left side post. Gives them the go-ahead goal. 2 minutes left remaining. Still plenty of Rocket League for Salt and Pepper to come back. They did just take down Vanguard Gaming. Very interested to see what happened there. I'm going to have to, go around in the Discord and see if Vanguard Gaming has, for lack of a better word, an excuse to see what happened, or if, they just got beat, plain and simple. Because Salt and Pepper's a good team, but I think everyone in the chat expected Vanguard to walk away with that one. Salt and Pepper's always been a good team here, but they've never, maybe except for 1 week, been, a #1 seed or a #1 power ranked team here. Sandwich Man here trying to get the game tied up and does. Good pass from Taylor, but Cloud, unfortunately, there to defend it. Ends up sending it straight out. Both players, Ludwin and Jalen, leave the net to try and follow up Cloud's touch. Leaves it open for Sandwich Man. Puts it in early.
Oh, I mean, it's Salt and Pepper. They're sticking right here with with a Bad Players team that just came off of a very solid series against Inferno. Another extremely good team here in Slips. And they're right here, 3-3 with a minute 18. They're in it with them. They, going back and forth. So, if you ask me, it seems to me like Salt and Pepper definitely have the capabilities of keeping up with these top teams. And, depending on how this match goes, but Jalen is trying to make sure that they do not follow in Vanguard's footsteps here, as he puts a great shot up in the top right corner, right above Sandwich Man. Not a whole lot that can be done from the defense there. Great placement. But honestly, Salt and Pepper right here, staying in it, and I don't know, I wouldn't say it necessarily a fluke by any means if they're able to keep this level of play up.
No, I'm not saying that it was a fluke thing. Like, I don't think that Salt and Pepper was playing really well in that game as a one-time fluke thing. I just wanted to know if, like, Vanguard, like, just didn't play, or if they had some sort of excuse, or if, Salt and Pepper is just the powerhouse that they used to be. Apparently, they were #1 back in Slips in December. That was before both mine and your time. I came in around January. When did you come in? February? March?
Ish? Yeah?
Yeah, right around there.
Close.
Either way, both teams very good. Going at it now, 3-4 in favor of the Bad Players. Salt and Pepper going to be looking for the equalizer here in the last 15 seconds as the clock winds down. Jalen able to bring it back down and gets it under Taylor. Sandwich Man there in place of the shooter. No shot coming in now. Taylor has a chance here. Clock winding down. Gets the pop up. Ludwin reads it well. Gets it down towards the ground. Clock hits 0. Ball hit the ground right before that 0 mark. And now Jalen trying to kill it is going to end up getting it down now. Bad Players take game 1 over Salt and Pepper. The team that took down the #1 seeded Titans.
I mean, great play there from both teams. A little bit, definitely some mistakes, some cleanup that needs to be done from both sides. But you know, Salt and Pepper came out 3 assists there for Taylor. Really great uh team play from him going forward. But yeah, bad players are able to take the game one. Jalen with 719 points, 3 of their 4 goals as well. Did get the hat trick. So you know, great performance from Jalen there. After he been kind of teased a little bit for a drop in MMR in the chat prior to the match, showed that he is very capable of being a top player. And Salt and Pepper, they're going to be going in now down 0-1, have to do a little bit of a, you know, best of 3 mini reverse sweep with the 2 wins in a row
Yeah, 2 wins
to
in a
get
row
this
are gonna be
win.
necessary, you know? And this is a tough team to get those wins against.
That is, it is tough. You know, this Salt and Pepper team is looking a lot more consistent and a lot stronger than we had seen them in the XVB matchup. So I'm glad to see that they are coming into the semifinal match and providing bad players with a very solid matchup.
All right, let's go ahead and get into game 2. Bad players have taken game number 1. Looks like we may have a little bit of a join issue again. No, we got all 6 players now. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get underway. Sandwich Man up early now. Just puts a soft one towards the orange side. Beats Ludwin. Able to center it out for Taylor. Jalen there for the save, and Cloud there for the clear. Wallaby, you take this. I just got the hiccups.
No problem. It's going to be Jalen up in the corner now, trying to send it out to the mid. Ludwin's able to get a shot out, but not in. Taylor is going to try to take control of this. Cloud is there to meet him, but instead Ludwin is the one going up for the challenge. Cloud does get the double, trying to put over, but the Sandwich Man patient on it. Sandwich Man's going to try to put it in. He gets a shot at net, and he puts it in. Ludwin not able to get there for the save. 1-0 in favor of Salt and Pepper here with 4:28 remaining early. Great shot there by Sandwich Man. A little bit of a miss by Jalen on the clear. Ludwin not able to get across the net in time. And that's going to be goal number 1 for Salt and Pepper. They do take the lead in this game too. Taylor.
Goal number 1 coming out early. It's a pretty solid goal for Salt and Pepper to have. Definitely need that confidence boost after losing game 1. You know you need to win 2 games in a row here, and it's a good way to start it out. Sandwich Man centers out for Taylor. Taylor controls the ball, beats Jalen on the 50 there, pops one over for Sandwich Man. Sandwich Man doesn't come in for the shot, though. Taylor takes an extra touch. Does confuse Ludwin a bit, but I think it kind of gave away the offensive opportunity there. Bean Man with a good centering pass. Sandwich Man waiting patiently back as third. Gets beat on the lob. Taylor there to make the save. I thought Ludwin had that one in the net for a minute there. Now Cloud down towards the net. Bean Man sends it away. Bean Man challenged by Ludwin. Goes towards the net. Sandwich Man there to send it away as well. And now Jalen all the way across. Ludwin's going to try and get this one centered out. Is the shooter coming in? Ludwin is actually going to be the shooter. Tries to put it in. Taylor with a good save. Sandwich Man up. Now going under Jalen. Jalen does get the 50. Slows the play down a little bit. Taylor, good play to leave the boost for Sandwich Man, but Sandwich Man demoed by Cloud. Now ball floating up dangerously in the bad player space. Cloud tries to get it over to Ludwin, but not going to be there. Sandwich Man sends it up. Back down for the pass, and now Taylor flicks one towards the net. Soft one, so Jalen's going to be able to send it out. But Bean Man challenges Cloud early, keeps the pressure down. Unfortunately for Salt and Pepper, no Salt and Pepper player there. Now Jalen sends it away again off of a pretty solid save from Sandwich Man's shot. Bean Man just up and over quickly. Cloud's not going to let that one happen. Cuts it out, sends it back towards the back wall of blue. Ludwin not going to be able to read this one off of the wall. So Bean Man and Salt and Pepper taking it down the other way. Sandwich Man, good shot on net, finds the crossbar. Was going to go bar down and in, but Jalen able to send it away. Great save there by Jalen. That is 4 saves for Jalen here in game number 2.
I mean, in every single save too on dangerous situations, Jalen has had some very clutch saves in this game too so far. Salt and Pepper just coming out with an absolute offensive onslaught though. Have had pretty good control of this game after really wasn't, you know, there was a little bit back and forth in game 1. Oh, a nice pinch opportunity, open net, but no Salt and Pepper player there. And right now, you know, bad players on their back foot trying to look to get a counterattack. Let's see if they're able to do it. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a...
Yeah, it was pretty close. Jalen's now retreating back in the corner. Pops it up, looking for Cloud across the field. Doesn't get another touch. Leaves it for him. Cloud into the corner. The opposite side corner, rather. Now Ludwin's going to try and pop this one up for Cloud. Over to Jalen. Jalen ready for the shot. Puts it up, trying to get a second touch here. Gets both players from Salt and Pepper in the net to go up, but it doesn't look like it's going to be quick enough to get the shooter in open net. Taylor now trying to beat Cloud in the corner. Does get it up and over. Off the backboard, both players from Bad Players up, and now Ludwin does get credited with the save off of Beanman's shot. Beanman trying to keep pressure here. Taylor shot on net. Cloud there, but not going to be able to make the save. Taylor puts Salt and Pepper up 2-0.
Wow, great shot there by Taylor. Beanman puts it up off the wall. Cloud in the right position, but not really able to get up there fast enough. Great placement by Taylor on a very speedy air roll shot, and that's 2-0 in favor of Salt and Pepper. Minute 15 remaining in this game 2, and this is a must-win game 2 for Salt and Pepper, and they're coming out with that mentality and putting down a great performance so far.
Taylor up to Sandwich Man. Sandwich Man on the left side wall trying to center it out. Not going to be able to read it. Jalen pops it forward. Cloud trying to get there, but I think it ends up faking Taylor out a little bit. Ludwin with the second touch. Now trying to center it out. Puts a soft one towards net. Taylor there to send it away. Credited with an epic save on that one. Probably due to the shot placement, but the shot speed was definitely manageable. Jalen up in the air. Puts it off the back wall. Ludwin should be coming in for a shot here. Ends up just trying to keep pressure. Salt and Pepper trying to press out. 35 seconds remaining. If the scoreline holds, Salt and Pepper will tie up the series 1-1. And now Bad Player Ludwin with a great shot. Great save by Taylor. Jalen can't put it on net. Now Cloud keeping pressure, but challenged by Sandwich Man and Taylor. Taylor gets it out. Ludwin there to cut it and put it back in the blue zone. Beanman up and over, and now Beanman, I think, has an open net. Ludwin is back in time, does get a touch, sends it out to the outside. Jalen with control on the right side wall. Beating Sandwich Man. Now the net is open, but with only 5 seconds remaining, it is nearly impossible, and now it is impossible. Salt and Pepper take game number 2.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper came out, needed to come out with a different style than game 1, and they absolutely dominated this game. The Bad Players, they definitely had some opportunities. They had some offense coming back down the other side of the field, but in all honesty, Salt and Pepper had the huge majority of the threatening opportunities. Taylor had an incredible second goal, as well as 5 very crucial saves. And some great saves coming out really from both teams. Jalen 4 as well on his side, and most of those were going to be either tough bar down saves or saves that needed to happen to save a goal. So, Salt and Pepper, they're coming out here, and they're coming with something to prove here, putting a game down on Bad Players. 1-1 going into game 3, and right now Salt and Pepper are going in with the momentum, Croc.
All right, let's go ahead and keep on trucking through the tourney. Definitely, you basically said everything that I was going to say about the analysis, so we'll leave it as it stands.
Right now, though, I mean, I don't actually know who's going to take this game 3. Bad Players, you can't count them out. Definitely think that in a best of 20, best of whatever, you would probably go for Bad Players. But right now, Salt and Pepper are playing lights out.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper definitely playing well. Let's see who's going to take game number 3. Five minutes on the clock. 6 players on the field. Kickoff happens. Sandwich Man might get a second touch here. Good challenge. Is going to be dangerous for the Bad Players. Ludwin able to send it to the outside off a pancake from the wall. Taylor, however, there to put one in. 8 seconds into game number 3.
Wow, Ludwin tried to get a pinch save out. Didn't really go as far as they wanted it to. Beanman puts out a great pass over to Taylor, and Taylor just slots it in for goal number 1 really early, continuing the Salt and Pepper, kind of momentum that they've had going so far, trying to continue it here from game 2. Really big goal for them in this game 3 if they want to keep moving forward and potentially take this series away.
Jalen is going to answer early, just 20 seconds into the game, and we are tied 1-1. Taylor doesn't get the greatest touch off of the corner there. Cloud, good control, pops it off the back wall as a pass. Beanman, a little bit too late to that ball, ends up putting it right in front for Jalen, and Jalen slams it home. Jalen now might be able to control off of this kickoff, but Beanman's first there with boost. Jalen rotating back now. Taylor's going to try and challenge Ludwin for this ball. Centers out for Beanman. Beanman gets a touchdown. Sandwich Man not able to come in for the shot. So Jalen passes up to Ludwin. Back down to Jalen. Now Jalen has a little bit of an awkward launch here. No boost. And Cloud coming in. Keeps the pressure alive. Ludwin pops towards the net. Cloud redirect attempt and not going to find it. So Beanman just gets the save off of Ludwin's shot. Cloud now has an opportunity for a good shot here. Kind of slow, but good placement. Great save by Beanman to get up there early and put that away. Ludwin pass down to Jalen. Jalen finds the top left corner, but the crossbar as well. And the bar down did not go in his favor that time. Really unfortunate there.
Ludwin? Oh, just upset.
Yeah.
Was hoping it wasn't some lag. Definitely don't want any lag in a series like this. Oh.
Yeah, definitely not too fun to have lag issues. All right. Taylor now with a nice pop down all the way into the orange half of the field. Gonna try and follow it up. Challenged by Cloud. Cloud pinches it all the way to the left side. Ludwin has plenty of boost here to do something with this ball. Can't find the bottom of it to pop it up. Challenged by Beanman. Now Taylor should be next one to this ball. Pops it over for Beanman. Cloud there with a good interception. Puts it to the outside for Jalen. Jalen can't read it. Not enough boost off the ceiling bounce. Now Taylor comes in. Past the sandwich man. Challenged by Cloud. Good save and clear there. Ludwin puts it off the back wall. Taylor with an awkward spawn. Not going to be able to get there in time as Ludwin. No shot well to really score there. Two players from Salt and Pepper there to block the lane. Sandwich man now towards the right side wall. Popped back in by Cloud. Beanman tries to send it away, but Jalen's there in wait. Leaves the ball for Ludwin. Ludwin towards the back wall. Cloud back down to Jalen. Jalen's not going to get a great shot, so pops it up, and now trying to put it back down. Great defensive play by Salt and Pepper there to keep that ball out of harm's way. Now Beanman on the left side. Ludwin comes down. 50 does not go his way. Beanman tries to take it down. Just takes the boost and leaves. Great defensive play by Taylor there towards the right side wall. Still tied at 1-1. Less than half the game remaining. Wallaby, who do you think is going to take it?
You know, Salt and Pepper, they're trying to get that momentum back. They've had a lot of really good offensive pressure, but I think bad players are waking up here. I think bad players are probably going to take it at the end of this, but, you know, Salt and Pepper have surprised me so far in this entire series, and so I would not be upset, to be honest with you, Clark. I would not be upset if they continue to surprise me and manage to sneak this game 3 away, but a misrotation there by Taylor gets a little bit too anxious and a little bit too antsy and creeps up off of what they thought was a sandwich man win on that 50. Instead, Ludwin there puts it on the back post side, and Taylor gets punished. Puts bad players up 2-1 with a minute 58 remaining here, and Salt and Pepper are looking to try to stay alive.
Jalen is up, does get the flip reset, and an extra touch. Taylor with a great save, puts it away. Ludwin now into the center, looking for a teammate. Gonna go all the way across, so Cloud looking to control and get it recentered out for Ludwin. Good defensive clear by Taylor, so Jalen comes in, puts it back into the blue zone. Ludwin having to help him out there, pops it up high. Beanman can't read it. Taylor needs to make some good touches here. Pops it off the side wall, beats Jalen, not Ludwin. Ludwin puts it back in. Sandwich man able to get on the back wall and clear it away. Cloud up early for the challenge, but not the greatest 50 touch. Now Jalen up, has plenty of boost to get some redirection on this ball. Sandwich man challenges him. Good play there. I think he was going for a fake flip reset is what it looked like. Couldn't really tell.
It's always real until you don't get the flip. Then it's fake, right?
Right.
Plan.
Beanman centers out, but Jalen with a big clear. This is going to leave the net open. Cloud is up early, puts the ball down. Bounce shot too slow. Sandwich man able to make the save. Ludwin puts it back into the top right corner. 3-1 for the bad players here. I thought Cloud was scoring there. Great save by Sandwich Man, but unfortunately no one there to read the putback from Ludwin.
Yeah, and there was a defender there for Salt and Pepper that kind of had I'm not sure entirely. I think it was maybe Beanman that was there to try to get that save on Ludwin's touch. But Ludwin, great placement and pretty much a must-needed goal in my opinion. You needed to get that dagger, hopefully put this game 3 away. Save yourself from the upset, but right now Salt and Pepper are looking to try to respond here, get this, you know, make it a 1-goal game and give themselves a chance with 30 seconds remaining. But bad players are looking to kind of lock down that defense, but Sandwich Man gets a fake, doesn't flick it, doesn't send it over to Beanman. Jalen not sure what to do and gets it put under him, and they're only within 1 now here, Clark. This is an absolute legitimate chance here for the Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, 26 seconds, plenty of time to put in a goal. Maybe it'll go in right off the kickoff. Jalen absolutely just balled up on that fake right there. Let's see if someone else can do it now. Sandwich Man gonna get the demo on Jalen. Not gonna let that go back center. Ludwin comes in to try and keep the pressure, but Taylor's gonna get a pretty free clear out. Cloud with a great read off the wall to keep that ball into the Salt and Pepper zone. And this ball has the blue half of the field in this last 30 seconds, and they really have not had a chance yet. They need to get a good shot here. Sandwich Man past the Bean. Bean Man up high. Jalen able to send it away. And now kills it. Bad players move on to the semifinals. Really good play from all parties involved. Bad players and Salt and Pepper both. Really great play. You know, I don't know about what your votes are going to look like, Wallaby, but I think Salt and Pepper is going to be in my top 5 after
Yeah,
this. Like, they took
Salt and
down the number
Pepper.
1 seed, held bad players to 3 games, and a 1-goal game in game 3. So, you know, Salt and Pepper, you know, they're back. Salt and Pepper's back, and we're excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely made bad players work there to avoid the scare. Great play by Salt and Pepper. Great tournament from Salt and Pepper as well. Went down in the semifinals, but definitely, you know, put in the work that was needed to potentially get that second upset. I mean, from here on out, it was going to be upsets every time, right? So Salt and Pepper definitely had their work cut out for them. But bad players do take this series. They take the first semifinal. They'll be the first team that we see in the final matchup. We're going to be moving on to the second semifinal matchup, which is going to be it's Caveman versus Scarlet Eyes. That's what they're
Yes,
Scarlet Eyes.
Caveman
Caveman
versus
versus
Scarlet
Scarlet
Eyes.
Eyes. We'll move into the tail of the tape, see how these two teams match up. But I'm really excited for this one. This is going to be a really, really, really high level matchup here.
Yeah, Caveman versus Scarlet Eye is definitely going to be fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at our tail of the tape, see what these players are bringing in. We've got Crim, Zernite, and Alex on the side of Caveman. People that we're getting pretty familiar with. Crim's actually does not ring a bell. That name doesn't ring a bell. I don't know if that's new or if that's that's a sub or not. And then we got Snowf, Blossom, and Cleft on the other side. We've already seen what they could do against Eclipse of taking down the number 5 power rank team. Now can they take down number 1? Will it happen, or will they be sent home here in the semifinals?
Who do you take here, Croc? You've seen Caveman a lot more than I have, and we just watched Scarlet Eyes play an absolutely great game against Eclipse. So, who do you take here in the second semifinal match?
I think I have to take Caveman here in the match, but I don't think Scarlet Eyes is going to make it easy. And I think there's absolutely a chance that Scarlet Eyes could win. It's definitely not a for sure prediction. It's just I think that they'll probably take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely going to be tough here. Scarlet Eyes, very capable of getting this win. We're going to get this lobby set up. But, we see these two teams. How do you think they both match up against bad players, regardless of who wins?
I think that it would probably be worse for bad players to play Scarlet Eyes because they're a newer team. They haven't really been around for very long. Uh, it they don't know what to expect. With Cavemen, they kind of know what to expect. They're gonna be looking at um they're gonna be looking at Scarlet Eyes and not know what to expect. But whenever they see Cavemen, they know what to expect. The number 1 power rank team, a really good team. Scarlet Eyes came in at number 9 this week, kind of the remnants of Alpha Gaming. Not sure how many roster moves were made between Alpha Gaming and Scarlet Eyes. I didn't really pay too much attention to Alpha Gaming when it was called Alpha Gaming, because there was a lot of stuff going on with them that I just honestly couldn't follow. But either way, we've got one team in here waiting on our Scarlet Eyes team to get in. They should be in pretty soon. Also, Wallaby, make sure you join the party match.
I can't even get in. What is going on? I love this game.
This game has no issues and no bugs. Here, I'll re-invite you. Hold on.
No issues, no bugs. Yep.
Wait, are you not online?
I am.
Oh, there you are. I always forget that you're Garriott. Like,
Hey,
what
man,
is
I'm
this?
not Garriott. You see that? Yeah. Well,
Moving on into game number 1. We got Caveman in blue, Scarlet Eyes in orange. Crim's now popping towards the center. Vivid onto the right side wall. Now popping over, Cleft able to send one right towards the net. Blossom can't quite redirect it in, and now Vivid does have the free touch to the outside, going to be able to clear it away. Vivid up to Zernite. Never mind. I was trying to predict the play there. Now Vivid up to Zernite, and now back to Vivid on the right side wall. Crim's coming in, looking for the shot, waiting. Now Blossom going to leave this one for Cleft. Demoed for sitting a little too still there. Snowfeet up, over. Now challenged by Crims. Crims sent down. A little bit of an interesting happening here in the past 6 to 12 seconds. Just the ball kind of ping-ponging around in midfield. No one really having full control over it. No one really able with the opportunity to take control of it. And that's one thing that some people don't understand in higher level lobbies, because you always hear pros and stuff like that. They're like, oh, you just have to control the ball. But, you know, sometimes you don't have the time or the space to control the ball, and all you can do is hit it away and make sure it's not in a dangerous area. And that's kind of what was happening there. Now Cleft, an opportunity, puts it to the wide right of the post. Now Zernite with an opportunity, but sent away by Blossom off of the demo from Cleft. Not able to get that second touch. Crims can't get the double touch off the back wall either. Who do you think has the edge right now, though?
I mean, it's like you said, it's been really back and forth. I definitely think that Scarlet Eyes have had more opportunities in the recent times. You know, Caveman started off a little bit stronger. But, you know, as of right now, nothing really super threatening from either team. I think that they're both playing very aggressive midfield, you know, 50 style play. Caveman trying to take control of it here, but Scarlet Eyes coming up on that counter attack. Yeah, but right now, you know, definitely not a whole lot of advantage to either side. A lot of physical play that's coming out though, and Cleft, oh, had an opportunity. And you want to know, I want to know if this man mains the Venom. Oh, Blossom.
I mean, it's possible. Blossom there with a nice big power shot into the top left corner. Crims can't quite get it away. Snowfy with a great 50, and Blossom slams it home. Zernite almost there in time. Really good attempt from Zernite to get there.
I mean, that's a tough save, right? When you're coming across like that, it gets just absolutely banged right at the, you know, near side post. It's difficult to get up there and get up quick enough. Definitely made a really good attempt at it, for sure. You know, and I know, oh, Vivid gets the goal off of, actually, it looked almost like a forced own goal. Not that there was a whole lot that the Scarlet Eyes defender, it was Blossom. Not a whole lot that Blossom could really do. It was, yeah, definitely not going in. But yeah, going so fast, you can't really get out of the way of that.
Oh yeah, not a chance.
I know Blossom was in the chat. Obviously, they're in the match. So I'm really curious to know if Cleft mains the Venom or if he's just kind of having a little bit of fun. Because that would be a very I've never seen somebody like main that car before. So that'd be very
yeah, it's really interesting because it's got the uncovered wheels, right? So it's hard to tell whenever you're gonna get a wheel hit or a car hit. You know, it's probably a lot easier for players that have been playing the game for a long time to see. But it would be, that's something that would be tough for me, I think, with that kind of car. It would just be differentiating between what's going to be a wheel hit and a corner hit. Yeah, but I wonder if it makes it a little easier for dribbling. I wonder what hitbox it is, if it's hybrid or Dominus. It looks hybrid. It looks a little too tall to be Dominus.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think that could be Dominus.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
It looks too long to be hybrid.
Think so?
Yeah.
Man, I'm playing an Octane and I still have issues telling if I'm gonna hit it with my wheels or not. So you know, I can
Fair
do
enough.
something with the Venom.
Who's gonna Google the Venom and tell us what hitbox it is?
I actually am really curious because if it's a Dominus hitbox, that's really. I'm sure it's very difficult from a defensive standpoint to know exactly, because you know when you look at the Dominus and they've got the ball on their hood, you kind of know what's coming. Right, I'm wondering if the Venom makes it a little bit more difficult to tell what's going to be happening with the play.
Yeah, we got about a minute left here. Deadlocked at 1-1. Snowfy with a nice power clear. He's got a teammate in the center. Goes for the double touch. Beats the defender, but can't get it under the crossbar. Very unfortunate there. Now Blossom challenged by Zernite. Snowfy able to keep it in the zone. Puts a shot towards the net. No save coming out from Vivid there. And Snowfy gets credited with goal number 2. 49 seconds remain here in game number 1.
And great shot there by Snowfy. Manages to get it right at where Vivid could not really make it to. And that's going to be 2-1 for Scarlet Eyes, taking the lead here in game number 1. 49 seconds remaining. Cavemen are going to be trying to scramble. They do have an opportunity. You know, 49 seconds, you have plenty of time to make a play out of it. But, oh, Scarlet Eyes missed an opportunity for a dagger. And it does look like, according to Zayd, that the Venom is the hybrid hitbox. And Zayd, I know this is your team, your team. Does Cleft main the Venom? I'm curious if you know. Oh.
Zernite gets the goal here, puts it into the crossbar, and I think a little bit of a forced own goal. Not an unforced one, but I think a forced one. Let's see. Goes towards the crossbar, and I think Vivid bumped Blossom into that. I think. I could be wrong. Blossom could have just accidentally thrown there, but I think Vivid bumped Blossom.
I know Blossom had to get a touch on that too, so it was a tough situation regardless. Oh my goodness, and Crims comes out for Caveman, and Caveman down 1 just 5 seconds ago, put down 2 real quickly back to back, and they are able to take the lead here in game number 1. Okay, you're not sure? Okay, I'm really curious because he's been doing pretty well even with that Venom, so wouldn't be surprised.
Zernite now up, trying to get another shot towards the net here, up by 1 now with 15 seconds remaining. Cleft with the power hit up towards Snowfy. Snowfy trying to pass back. Cleft gets the pass down. Crims with the save. Saves the overtime there. Now Blossom has to keep this alive. Not going to be able to do it. Cavemen take game number 1 here in the semifinal series.
Wow, Crims absolutely saving the goal there, and as well as getting the last goal as well. So great clutch up from Crims to give Cavemen game number 1 here. Wow, I mean, great play on both sides. And right now, Cavemen, honestly though, they took the win in game number 1, but I do not think that they looked like the stronger team in this game 1, Croc. I definitely think that Scarlet Eyes had a lot more control, a lot more offensive opportunities, and was a lot more threatening so far. So I'm really curious to see if Scarlet Eyes is able to keep that up, potentially take this next game.
We shall see. Moving on into game 2, Cavemen need 1 to move on to face the bad player. Scarlet Eyes going to have to win 2 in a row to move on for the final. Scarlet Eyes never making a finals appearance. Cavemen normally in the finals. I think everyone expected the Cavemen Vanguard series in the finals today, but Salt and Pepper has ruined the chances of that. And then falling to the bad players, you know, that's actually going to make it interesting to see where Vanguard ends up in the power rankings, right? Because Vanguard was number 1 seeded, but they fell to Salt and Pepper, who we thought might be back with a vengeance, but then they fell to bad players. Bad players, number 3 in the power rankings currently, and I think that they'll definitely be jumping up to number 2, with a possibility of Cavemen being number 1. Those could even be swapped. And we also have to still see what Scarlet Eyes has in store for us. Power rankings is definitely going to be a big, wild discussion this week in the Discord.
Yeah, bad players. Bad players. They have it in the palm of their hands. If they, it's up to them whether they take number 1 right here in this week, because nobody to blame but themselves in this one, because they definitely are going to be looking to potentially face off against either Cavemen or the team that beat Cavemen. And we do see Cleft actually in the Octane, so I think that he does not main the Venom. I think he was just kind of having a little bit of fun, which is honestly kind of crazy to me, Croc, that he's just sitting here having fun with the fun car, and they were still putting down this much pressure, and Cleft was doing pretty well as it stood.
Yeah, I mean, he is in the Octane now. Wonder if he's an Octane main. Gonna have a little bit of a different hitbox, a little bit of a different visual hitbox as well. See if it adds to his gameplay. Zernite passed down to Vivid. Vivid not gonna be able to take the shot, so Blossom clears it away for free. Crim's there to keep the ball in the orange half, but Snowfy there to send it back down to the blue side. Now Vivid up off the back wall. Cleft coming in, reads it well, puts a goal in, and the Octane has done him well so far. Opening goal of the game goes to Cleft and Scarlet Eyes.
And Vivid, a little bit of a defensive mistake there. Got not really the touch that they wanted to. Put it a little bit too far mid. Not able to follow it up with the 50 of any sort. And Cleft takes immediate advantage. Goal number 1 for Scarlet Eyes here. 3:50 remaining, and right away, again, like I said, they taking the offensive control, have more offensive pressure here in this game as well. So we'll see if they can continue that on and take what is essentially a must-win game 2 for them.
Definitely is a must-win game. Vivid here now up, looking for the double touch, gets it down to Crims. Crims pass off the back wall to Zernite. Zernite too high, finds the crossbar, and out. Crim's now trying to reset the offensive rotation here. Misses the ball off the wall, so Vivid comes in to take control. Does get the ball on his car. No boost, so it doesn't get a good flick off. Now Crims pop over to Zernite. Zernite going to be looking for Crims again, but puts it a little too high and far. So Blossom able to get a clear away. Vivid there to pick up the pieces of that clear. Now trying to put it straight down Snowfy. The really only challenger there puts it straight back into Vivid. Ball bounces towards the ground, but now Cleft out and away might have an opportunity. Crims has something to say about that. Now Vivid off the corner into the center. Blossom's going to have this clear. Actually, either a very soft touch or no touch at all. Ends up being very interesting. Crims beat there. Cleft. Oh, I thought Cleft had a second one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get that. Not to be, and now an opportunity. Cleft then comes back, though. Missed the opportunity on the offensive side, but gets an incredible save to keep Scarlet Eyes in the lead here as we get to that halfway mark, and dangerous now here. And Caveman, you know, definitely some uncharacteristic misses and some mistakes that are coming out of them so far here. You know, like a lot of the Scarlet Eyes opportunities coming up.
You mean like that?
Right there. Oh, I mean, this is a situation of a really poor touch here. You know, Crims puts it off into the midfield, but Snowfy gets an incredible bump on a Zernite, leaves it wide open for Blossom, who will not miss those open nets. And that's 2-0 for Scarlet Eyes. And, I mean, Scarlet Eyes right now are just absolutely dominating the Caveman.
Yeah, they're doing really well here. Let's see if they can keep it up. 2-0. Little less than half the game remaining. 2:10 on the clock. Vivid going to take control in his own half. Blossom keeps it there. Crims puts it back up for Vivid, but challenged by Cleft, and now Snowfy's going to have to get a touch here. Leaves it for Blossom, able to put it back to the outside. No boost here. Could be challenged early as Zernite goes in. Good 50 there. Crims now out of the corner. Looking to get it by Cleft. Puts it off the back wall, but Cleft reads it well. Zernite now down into the car of Snowfy. Vivid gets a demo, so might have control. Not a lot of boost, though, so just pops it forward. Cleft beats Crims on that hit. And now Vivid trying to pop up for Zernite. Zernite not going to be there fast enough, so Snowfy does get the touch, but not a great one. Crims over to Zernite in the offensive half of things. Pops off the back wall. Great demo by Snowfy to take care of the guy that was going to catch the ball. The respawn should come in time, and a good demo by Vivid there does take away any offensive opportunity that could have been there. Good pass over to Zernite, but challenged by Snowfy. Snowfy with an opportunity. Passes up high. Double commit here by the players on Scarlet Eyes. Not going to be able to follow up on that offensive opportunity. Zernite coming in with speed. Blossom able to slow it down. Snowfy with a good 50 on Crim sends it to the outside.
There was an opportunity there. Scarlet Eyes trying to make sure that they keep it their lead secure, but they're also trying to get this dagger here. You know, and it's tough when you're the Caveman. You're trying to get back in this game. You're 2 goals down, but Scarlet Eyes has not really let up on the pressure at all, and they just don't even have really that many opportunities to even potentially tie the game up. Like, the Scarlet Eyes is just keeping it on that Caveman side of the field, and now they're essentially relying on counterattacks that just haven't really had any kind of luck so far.
Yeah, if you're Scarlet Eyes here, you definitely don't want to be too aggressive right now. You're up by 2. You want to be playing solid defense. Like, you don't want those kind of goals to go in right there. Great save by Snowfy. 10 seconds remaining. Scarlet Eyes up by 2, and it looks like we will be seeing a game 3. But as I say that, those defensive mistakes come in. Blossom's up for this ball. Snowfy goes to get boost. Cleft now on the backboard. Snowfy's going to get beat to this ball 100 times out of 100. Cleft not able to get off the backboard in time to make the save. 6 seconds left, and there is a chance.
It's an opportunity. We've seen it happen before. And they're going to get control of the ball as well, but that great bump by Snowfy, and that might be it. And he bumps him again.
Ball does stay alive, though. Oh, Snowfy puts it way away. That could be done. Zernite able to pop it and keep it alive. Vivid, plenty of boost here. Not going to be enough. Ball dies before the goal comes in from Blossom. But that's going to be Scarlet Eyes taking game number 2. And we have forced the game number 3 now.
Yeah, I mean, Scarlet Eyes, you know, I said it before. They definitely looked like they were in control in game 1, despite losing. The kickoff goal came out, and it was really unfortunate for them. They didn't have enough time to really respond to it. And again, they looked pretty dominant in most of this game. You know, a couple mistakes mostly in the midfield that led to Caveman getting some opportunities. But Scarlet Eyes have been in control of this game so far, and or in control of the series. Sorry, so far. Going into Game 3, they don't really have the momentum necessarily. Caveman had a nice little comeback, but I don't think that this is most certainly not really favored for Caveman. I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game either way. I
Yeah.
hesitate to make a prediction here, but I think Cavemen are actually going to wake up and come out and play some really solid Rocket League and not let this happen. But I'll tell you now, if Bad Players doesn't put up a fight like Scarlet Ice is going to be taking my number 2 spot on the power rankings.
I mean, both of these teams have been looking incredible so far. Bad Players, I know that they're watching the stream. They definitely are gonna have their work cut out for them, regardless of who they face here. And Bad Players, they had a tough matchup in the Salt and Pepper, who was kind of really, coming alive. But going into Game 3, these two teams are going to be absolute powerhouses to have to go up against in the finals. So we're going to see who is able to make it there to meet Bad Players in our Slips Week 40 Championship. Oh my
What
goodness.
a save by
What?
Cleft there. Wow. Everyone thought that was going to be a goal for Caveman there.
I
Good
was
save.
starting to say number one goes to favorite Cayman, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
See what happens now. Snowfy with a couple good touches. Crim's able to send it away. Cleft comes in, pops it off the right side wall. Blossom trying to redirect it. Vivid there to make the save off of Blossom's miss. Now Snowfy able to keep pressure. Zernite off the back wall. Not going to have a second touch here. Had plenty of boost. Very unfortunate, and Snowfy going to get credited with the goal. Very unfortunate touch from Zernite here. Tries to read it. Ends up losing his flip, I think. Had plenty of boost, and Snowfy just sends one home off the crossbar.
Yeah, that's a really tough situation there from Vivid, but Snowfy with a perfect placement. I mean, there's not a whole lot of places that ball was going to be going into the net from. Does get the bar down, and that's the opportunity that they needed. They go up 1-0 here, and now Caveman is going to be trying again to be working from being down in the game. They seem to be spent most of the series kind of working trying to catch up in the games.
Yeah, now they've got some decent pressure here, cleared away by Blossom, though. Now Vivid back alone. This could be dangerous, actually. Pass over to Clef. Clef puts it high up, and now is Snowfy going to be coming in? No. Goes back smartly, challenging Zernite's clear, and does it well. Zernite able to put it back down to Vivid. Shot on net. Blossom, what a save there. Great shot by Vivid. Better save by Blossom. Now Snowfy comes in, clears the ball up towards the right side wall, follows it up himself, and now trying to find a second touch, but Vivid pops it up, tries to send it away over the head of Blossom. Cleft up, not going to be able to get a 50. Crims puts it around him. Vivid now shot on net. Snowfy can't make the save, and we've got a tie game.
Great touch there by Crims. Gets it out towards the middle. Vivid gets down on it early. Snowfy comes in with the correct rotation, but not able to get there in time. Good placement by Vivid, and that's going to be 1-1 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. And right now, Caveman, I mean, you said that they were going to come out and wake up. They definitely are playing a different game than we saw in the first two so far here. And another opportunity. Oh, no, Vivid. You've got to
Oh,
put
very
those in.
close, yeah.
Ugh, that's tough. But yeah, I mean, right now, Caveman, they have been coming out as a little bit of a different team. Scarlet Eyes have not had the dominant control that they had in the first two games in this game 3, so a lot closer here, but a mistake from Vivid again on the defensive side. Blossom takes advantage immediately. Vivid tried to clear it out, but it just didn't go up the wall like they were expecting. Blossom there quickly and puts a 58 mile an hour down on the opposite side and puts Scarlet up 2-1 here in game number 3.
Yeah, and you can tell in chat, Cryptic is very happy about that mistake.
Oh no.
Vivid now trying to get one out center, make up for it. Crims shot towards the net. Not going to go in. Vivid, oh man, not going to be able to get that one in. Zernite, however, comes in, picks up the pieces of that play, and shoves it home. Good touch by Blossom here for the most part to stop that from just banging back out, but you got to be able to follow it up or shank it out to the outside. The pressure just doesn't stop from there, and Zernite finally able to put it home.
Yeah, and right now, honestly, though, 2-2 here, and I think it's going to come down to if Scarlet Eyes are going to win, if Vivid cannot get his mental kind of reset Vivid is definitely a little bit in his head. You know, have made some defensive mistakes. Was kind of a main reason for the goal, the first goal for the Caveman side, but has missed some open nets as well. And you know, we're gonna see if Vivid is able to get back in control of that mental game. And I think if he does, I think Caveman have a pretty real shot at taking this away, Croc.
Yeah, I would have to agree. 2-2 here with about 2 minutes left in the game. Blossom trying to clear it through a dangerous area in the middle of the field. Zarnite able to send it back towards the orange half and gets the read coming straight down from the ceiling. Good goal there. Zernite credited with the pass to himself on this one. And Sanofi puts it straight down. Zernite reads it somehow and puts it under him. I think I said from the ceiling, but I meant to say from Sanofi. Puts it straight into the net. 3-2 in favor of Caveman.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there from Snowfy. Probably wanted to get the bang downfield. Not able to do so. Puts it right down into it. Clef, though, opens it up with 2 demos, trying to get an opportunity here, but not able to do so. And now Scarlet Eyes finding themselves the one working down from a deficit. Not something that they've been doing for most of this series. And they have an opportunity, and they do not get it. Great defense. I'm not sure who was there for the Caveman side. I think it was actually Vivid who was able to get that saving shot, but oh no.
Oh, Zernite, what a save. Yeah, open net miss from Clef. We've seen him be a really good player. I can't really say one of the better players on Scarlet Eyes. I think that's clearly Blossom here. Blossom is clearly the best player on this team to me throughout all the streamed games we've watched so far. But Cleft has not been bad at all. Been a very good player. Rare unforced miss on the open net there, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it could be partially because he's in a new car, right? New hitbox. Maybe he didn't line it up properly or what, but just ends up missing. And then the secondary shot getting saved, of course, by Zernite. Really good save there to keep the scoreline at 3-2.
Yeah,
35
right
seconds remain.
This could be close.
It's going to be very close. Scarlet Eyes trying to get out of their own zone now. Need to set up an attack. Good pass over to Cleft in the middle. Krims is actually going to help it out. Sends it back and does get the demo on Cleft. Vivid now trying to pass out to Zernite. Zernite looking for the shot. Blossom sends it back into the blue half. Cleft coming in, trying to get a challenge. Snowfy's going to have to be there. Really rough miss there from Snowfy. That's got to be a touch somewhat. Cleft puts it down for Snowfy. Back over to Cleft. Back into the center for Blossom. Challenged by Krims. Not going to get through. Now, still an opportunity. Cleft flip reset. Keeps the ball alive. Vivid puts it over towards the corner. Ball dies. Cavemen move on to the finals.
Wow, an opportunity there for the Scarlet Eyes. All 3 Caveman defenders were in the corner, not in front of the net, not ready to get a save, but unfortunately Cleft not able to really get the ball over there. And Cleft definitely, I think, punished for going from Venom to Octane. Definitely some awkward touches that were not really characteristic of the play we had seen from them. Potentially that new hitbox, like you said, threw them off a little bit. Vivid, though, came back, was able to recover, get a lot of good solid touches, ended up getting the save as one of the big saves as well to kind of keep Caveman in the lead. So great response from him after a pretty, mentally struggling first half of that game 3. Caveman do take it. They'll be going against bad players in the finals, but great performance from Scarlet Eyes in this tournament so far. We saw some great play from them, and they will definitely be having a higher place in the power rankings.
Yeah, and not to mention, like I said earlier in the quarterfinal matchup, Cleft is not a normal player with this team. So to get this far and to play this well with a sub, pretty solid gameplay coming out for them. Gonna be interesting to see what they can do next week with their normal roster and rotation. But let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. Let's see the road we've taken to get here to the finals.
Caveman against bad players. It's a very huge matchup here in this finals matchup. Bad players are going to have the opportunity to take away the #1 spot in the power rankings. A win over Caveman would definitely create some very serious discussions here. But looking at it, we've definitely had a lot of interesting upsets. Keep in mind that Northern Shield did forfeit, so Rapid Fire Black did not upset Northern Shield. It was instead a forfeit. Shady Shoals as well against Eclipse in the first round also forfeited, so Eclipse did get a immediate move over into the quarterfinals. But looking at the rest of the bracket, I mean, some great matchups that we saw so far. There were several finals level type matchups that we saw pretty early on, Croc.
Yeah, pretty solid matchups. I'm really excited to see what happens. Very interested to see what happens with Vanguard Gaming. I did get word from who's saying that they're trying to get a new player in. They're not happy with their own performance. You know, a lot of big talk coming out from that team. Weren't able to back it up this week. Are they going to be able to back it up next week? Salt and Pepper playing a really good game, really good tournament this week. Unfortunately, falling to bad players. And I think Cavemen are going to have a tough draw against bad players here. Both pretty even teams, I think. You know, the top three have always been pretty even. Although I will say Inferno may be finding themselves out of the top three after an early exit to the bad players. And being, you know, around that 4 or maybe even 5 mark. Because Scarlet Eyes looked really, really good as well. So bad players. Definitely not a team I would count out. I think I'm going to pick Cavemen here in 4 games. But
Hmm.
I think that bad players definitely have a shot.
Yeah, definitely. But I will say, if bad players wants to keep a hold of their potential second spot right now, they're kind of guaranteed that second spot for the most part. But if they want to keep a hold of it, they definitely need to have a strong showing here against the Cavemen because Scarlet Eyes did incredibly well against very strong teams pretty much across the board. So if bad players do not show up to play, if they do not put up a good showing against Cavemen, they may find themselves back at the third ranked spot again if
Yeah, very
Scarlet
true.
Eyes is able to take away the second spot. But I don't know. It's gonna be really exciting series. This is the best of 5 in this finals, so I'm really excited to see what happens here. A great matchup for this finals.
Well, we do have all the players in here now. Let's go ahead and get underway with our grand final matchup here. Cavemen versus bad players. We've got bad players in blue, Cavemen in orange. Let's see what they've got in store for us. And into the game we go. Cloud gets the first kickoff over to the right side wall. Jalen, and we need to get into the scene, I believe. Now Vivid over towards the back wall. Not going to be able to get a clear out. Cloud pass into the center. Jalen not there. Cloud on the left side wall. Comes together with Ludwin. Ludwin able to clear it out. Now has a little bit of control. Plenty of boost. I think a little bit of an awkward launch there. Cloud pops it towards net. Crim's able to save it and send it away. Vivid off the right side wall, but Cloud there to cut it out and send it back early into the orange zone. Ludwin, good pinch pass over to Jalen towards the center. Cloud's not going to be there. Vivid's going to be there instead. Cloud towards Jalen. Jalen redirect attempt. No, actually puts it towards the corner looking for the double touch there. Knight stops it early, gets control. Nice second touch. Nice third touch. Not going to get it by Ludwin, but Ludwin has no choice but to just kind of help it back towards his own hat. Crim's coming in, challenged by Jalen. Jalen's not going to get a touch on the ball here. Ludwin also not going to be able to get the ball by Crims. Knight in an awkward spot, able to get the ball way up over into the blue corner. Really interesting pop there. I thought Knight was going to get dunked into next Tuesday. You know, this game's looking pretty even so far, but I think bad players are playing the better Rocket League right now.
And it's kind of tough, right? Because you always want to know where does the advantage lie, right? Are you at the advantage of staying warm with the semifinals matchup being right before your finals matchup? Or are you better off, you know, kind of getting that little bit of a mental break in between? And I mean, it's kind of tough to know, but right now I do agree bad players coming out a lot more solid than the Cavemen were. You know, and maybe the Cavemen, after having played against Scarlet Eyes just now, you know, are having to kind of learn and deal with a totally different playstyle. I mean, it's hard to tell from their end, but I will agree, bad players definitely have been coming out a little bit stronger here.
Jalen now forced to play some shadow defense, sends it to the outside for Cloud. Vivid comes in, looking to pass it out center for Knight. Good challenge there, sends it all the way back to Crims towards the bottom right of the net, but Ludwin able to send it away. Cloud now with a pretty solid clear. Vivid lying in wait, and now a redirect on net. It's soft, but Cloud can't get it away. Ends up sending it back into the net. Left side, Cavemen go up 1-0.
Wow, Crims with the great demo on the back. Third player for bad players. Think it's the redirect just enough in place with just enough speed to where the bad players could not get back to save it, and they will take goal number 1 here in this game, one of our best of 5 finals.
Knight now puts it over towards Vivid. Good clear out there by one of the bad players. Ludwin, soft shot towards the net. Vivid with the save and clear, way high up. Jalen able to put it back down off the ceiling. Does have a flip, but is not going to have any boost to get back towards the ball. Smartly stays in that third man area. Vivid trying to get the ball by Jalen. Jalen's going to actually clear it well away, and now Zernite up, pops it up high into the ceiling. Ludwin demoed for his efforts, waiting there for the ball. Cloud up and over. Zernite tries to slam it down, but can't get it in the net. Jalen sends it away. Vivid, good challenge there, sends it back into a dangerous area on the bad player side of the field. Ludwin able to control the ball, almost gets it out, but Krim says no. Zernite redirect towards the net. Jalen, good save there to send it back into the corner. Ludwin off the left side wall, pops up high. Krims is definitely going to be first one to this ball. Pops it off the corner into the center for Vivid. Vivid shot on net and scores! 2-0 for the Cavemen here in game one.
Wow, beautiful pass from Krims off that corner. Ludwin trying to get there in time, not able to make it. Cloud a little bit low as well. Vivid, after a struggling game 3, did recover in the back half, but came out with a beautiful shot here. You know, gets it right over the top of the defenders, puts it right under the top post, and that's 2-0 in favor of the Caveman with a minute 30. And right now, bad players. Oh my goodness, it was gonna be a struggle. But
they got a little bit of a gift right there.
Yeah, Ludwin puts it right over the top. Vivid out of position on that defensive third. Ludwin takes immediate advantage, and we know that Ludwin is totally capable of doing that every single time. You have to be careful, and that's going to be put it within 1 for bad players. They have a very real chance at this now.
Cloud trying to get something going here on offense now for the bad players after that momentum shifting goal. But it looks like Cavemen they haven't really lost any spring in their step after that goal. They seem to still be playing pretty quick, pretty precise. Cloud almost gets a nice precise pass to Ludwin. Get it in the net. Very interesting play here by Jalen. Ends up making up for the blunder. 50s it away for the save. Now Zernite, I thought he might be going for a musty flick there. I thought he had his flip, but ended up not being able to get another touch on the ball. Challenged by Jalen, sent out to the orange half of the field. Krims now up, trying to get it over these players. 40 seconds remain. Ludwin now up off the ceiling. Can't get the second touch, so Cloud comes in. Good save by Vivid. Jalen up way early trying to read this. Not going to get there in time. So Zernite puts it towards the middle for Vivid. Off Zernite again. Into the top right corner. Ludwin is up early and ends up own goaling off the bounce from the corner. Very unfortunate play there for Ludwin. Zernite just ends up being in the ball again, pops it down, bounces it off of the back wall, and Ludwin own goals.
Wow, that is so unfortunate for Ludwin. Great play there by Vivid and Zernite. Zernite puts it down to Vivid. Vivid gets it back up. Vivid had an opportunity to put down a dagger. Great save by Ludwin there, though. But Ludwin, like you said, up early and just unfortunately not at the right spot for the read and just puts it in and oh my gosh, and it misses the open end, unfortunately, on that pre-flip. And, you know, that may have been the dagger that kind of writes it home for the Caveman in game number 1 here.
Yeah, 1 second left. The ball is going to touch the ground here, up by 2. So Caveman take game number 1. Vivid, MVP there. 3 shots on goal with 1 goal to his name. 2 players get a cycle, and Ludwin with the lone goal for the bad players.
Yeah. You know, Vivid takes the MVP for the match here, according to the scoreboard. But I probably need to give it to Krims in this game number 1. Krims has just been so solid across the board, very consistent on the offensive and defensive halves. Really great physical play from him as well. I think that Krims right now is kind of the player holding Cavemen together and really kind of opening everything up for them. I'm really excited to see if Krims is able to keep that up. But Vivid, great bounce back from what was a struggling into the series against the Scarlet Eyes and able to do a lot here. Right now, though, bad players, they're looking to kind of recover after that game 1 loss. I'm sure Ludwin is a little bit frustrated with how that one ended as well. But, you know, bad players, they were right there the whole time. So this is certainly not that much in favor of the Caveman side. We're getting here into game number 2. It's going to be, again, bad players in the blue. Caveman in the orange side. Everybody is in. We're going to get ready to go. Right now, bad players are down in the series. Caveman took game 1, was able to get a early lead in this best of 5 series. We're going to be moving in. Countdown is going down. Zernite is going to be meeting Ludwin there in the middle, and we are off. Vivid trying to get that kickoff. Not able to get it a touch on it. Crims, though, is there waiting. Puts it up into the corner. Not able to do a whole lot with it after that. Jalen takes control, but gives it away to Zernite. A little bit too far of a touch there. Ludwin, though, trying to get control of the ball. Does pop it out, but that's dangerous because Crims is there. He puts it down, and he gets it in the top right corner. And the Bad Players defense not able to get there in time. And Crims takes goal number 1 again for the side of the Cavemen.
Yeah, really good goal there.
Game 2. Wow. Yeah, I mean, and early pressure coming out. But again, a little bit of a mistake from the back side, and that's really what kind of led to that goal number 1.
Cloud now up, tries to put it down. Not going to be able to make the touch here. Vivid sends it away. Ludwin now with a good double touch off the sidewall for Jalen. Pops it back center. Ludwin's not going to be able to grab this one. Jalen up in the corner again, but Krim's able to send it away after the bump from Zernite. Zernite with control, does get it by Ludwin. Has control on the wall now. Not a lot of boost. And by not a lot, I mean one singular boost.
Oh,
oh, excuse me. Oh, awkward to sneeze when you're in the middle of a cast.
demo opportunity though from Crims. Opened it up a little bit. Not able to do a whole lot with it on the Caveman side though. Jalen bringing it back down. Zernite's gonna pop it up in the air. Ludwin trying to get to it. Does. Ooh, a little bit awkward there on that rotation. And Cavemen need to be careful here, Croc, if they want. They have a lot of players really far up right now, and bad players are certainly capable of punishing that if you give them the chance.
Yeah, now pass over to Crims. Crims sends it across, but Cloud is actually there on the rotate out. Ends up being right place, right time. Vivid can't get it by Ludwin. Ludwin centers out for Jalen. Jalen can't get his card turned to get it on net after the bump from Vivid. Would have been a pretty solid goal. Vivid accidentally bumps Zernite rotating into the net. Would have left it pretty open. Ludwin now out of the corner. Gets it by Zernite and Vivid, but Cloud cheats in a little bit. Not able to read that one. Jalen should be able to send this one back in. Ludwin up on the back wall, trying to send it back down for Cloud or Jalen. Zernite has something to say about that and sends it away. Ludwin up. Looking for control here. Tries to pinch it out, but no pinch is going to be had. Cloud can't read that. Jalen puts it off the back wall. Cloud is up, but sent flying to the moon. So Ludwin stays back smartly. Cloud up again. Jalen trying to put a shot down this time. Zernite off the back wall and puts it down and away. Great save by Zernite there. Oh, excuse me.
Great patience. He gets up on the backboard, able to pretty much respond to anything that the bad players were able to put onto the net. And then the Cavemen are looking to try to get their lead extended here. Vivid gets a great demo on the backside. You know, and right now, Cavemen just are looking very in control of this game so far.
Yeah, they're looking pretty in control on the scoreboard, but I think that bad players have had a lot more pressure. They just haven't been able to get it by the backline defense of the Cavemen. And, you know, they're down by 1, so that is going to be a problem. But they've been playing pretty well, and an open net miss there from Zernite. That is a tough angle to hit, but at this skill level, you got to be able to hit those. Could have been 2-0 for the Cavemen. Gives bad players the opening that they need to possibly come back and tie this game here in just a minute. Minute 30 left to play, and Zernite has control of the ball on the left side wall. Tries to put one on net, misses the touch, so Crims is going to have to retreat back. Puts one out for Ludwin. Can't get it over Vivid. Great save by Vivid there. Jalen tries to put it off the back wall for a pass. Cloud comes in, tries to challenge the defender. Does it well. Jalen pops up high again off the back wall looking for it. Is Crims. Crims gets a touch, sends it out for Vivid. Now a double touch there, just sends it into the blue corner. Zernite in, gonna try and make a play happen here, but so is Vivid. So a double commit in the corner. Ludwin tries to get a pass down, but Crims cuts it out. Now Zernite has no one to beat. Oh, actually, now he has 2 to beat. Good recovery by Ludwin, and good rotation by Jalen as well to get back to the net pretty quickly. Sent that ball away from Crims as well. And now it looks like Cavemen have some pressure going on.
I mean, it's all about it's all about their midfield recovery, right? Like making sure that you're in the right place in the midfield is going to be huge to keep this pressure down all the time. I mean, and they've been so consistent at always making sure that somebody is there to 50 the ball. And the bad players is just, they're really struggling here to get any counterattacks moving. And the physical play from Caveman has been absolutely on point. It has been really throwing the bad players off when their thirds are getting bumped and demoed all the time. And, you know, 13 seconds on the clock. And right now, bad players need something really huge here to get this game sent into overtime.
Yeah, 5 seconds left remaining. Ball is on the orange half, so it is possible. Zernite sends it away. Jalen's going to have to keep it alive. Clock is officially hit 0. Cloud is up. Ludwin tries to put it down, but he can't. Cavemen take game number 2.
Wow, that was a chance. It was very scary there for the Caveman side, but they're able to recover, and they do take game number 2. So now they are up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. And right now, you know, bad players, they need to get some kind of change here. They need to get something different going on. You know, they've had, like you said, they had some solid pressure in the beginning of the game, but in that back half, when they absolutely needed another goal to get the tie, they weren't really able to get much going. And, you know, Caveman just kind of took over game number 2 and didn't really give bad players a chance.
Yeah, really solid play by the Cavemen here. A lot of pressure coming out. A lot of pressure from bad players in the beginning of the match, but it just fizzled out right about the halfway point. Cavemen hold on to a 1-0 lead and move on to the possibility of a sweep.
I mean, that would be brutal for the bad players, especially. I mean, they had a great series against Inferno, took out Salt and Pepper, who was kind of looking for that upset after taking out the number 1 seed. And I mean, go into the finals, you've got to perform here. I mean, like, great performance so far in the tournament, but you've got to perform here to potentially get that second spot or the first spot, you know. But a reverse sweep, it has been done. We've seen it before several times. Bad players are certainly capable of being able to do that. So let's see if they're able to kind of change up their play a little bit, maybe get a little bit moving on here in this game number 3, and it is do or die for the bad players side.
Yeah, do or die for the bad players here. Cloud's going to start it off, putting it up towards the top right. Off the back wall now. Zernite there to hold it in. Vivid trying to clear this one out. Jalen might have something to say about it. A double commit comes in as well, so that's going to be a little bit awkward for the bad players. They are able to keep a little bit of pressure here, but now Zernite able to clear it out. Plenty of boost here, looking for the shot. Good save by Ludwin off the air dribbling attempt. Crim's now up, has to get this ball out of harm's way. 3 bad players swarming around him, able to get it up and away. Ludwin now down to Cloud. Cloud up off the sidewall for Jalen. Jalen's not going to be able to get a shot here. Crim sends it away. It's you know, it's, again, the bad players seem to have the early pressure, but they just can't seem to convert on these opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, and they've had their chances, but you know, Caveman very solid on the defensive end, and bad players not really able to take advantage of the chances that they're giving themselves. Ooh, a close shot there by Cloud. A nice opportunity again as well. We'll see if the Cavemen are able to respond to it. They were able to weather the storm here, and now moving back onto the players' side of the pitch. Bad players, I mean, it's tough, right? Because you're doing so much right if you're on the bad player's side, and it's just the shots are just not going in like you would expect them to. You know, I mean, if you're on the bad player's side, what do you think there needs to be a change made, or oh my goodness, never mind. Ludwin's like, Ludwin puts it in, and it's just great air dribble. Oh my goodness. I mean, and that was the kind of play that bad players needed to kind of get back into this series here.
Yeah, they definitely have had a lot of pressure, in that opening goal there in game number 3 could be the momentum swing that they needed. But Cavemen are still a strong team, and they haven't let the goals against really affect their mental too much, or at least it hasn't looked like it has. So it could be, you know, just a goal. You know, there might not be a huge momentum effect, at least on the side of Cavemen. But if you're bad players, sure. You know, you've lost 2 games in a row now, but now you come out, you take the opening goal in game number 3, take the lead. You definitely don't want to get swept by the Cavemen. Put a long shot on net there. Zernite with a good save. And you've had the pressure. You know, you just have to keep up the pressure. It's hard to keep up the pressure all game, but when you do have the pressure, you got to keep it up, and you got to try and convert on those opportunities. Cloud with a little bit of an awkward touch there, since Jalen flying as well. Ludwin able to get the ball out and give his team time to reset. Jalen off that reset, able to clear it into the orange half. Plays the clear from Vivid. Trying to get a second touch on towards the net, but not going to happen. Vivid puts it towards the blue side net, but Ludwin just gets a powerful clear out towards the orange corner. Looked like it may have been a pass for Jalen, but ended up getting a little too far away from him. Ludwin off the sidewall. Oh, I thought that might have been it after the bump, but Vivid ends up getting that touch off the bump. I was excited there for a second, Wallaby. I thought that was it.
we like the bump plays.
Yeah. Cloud off the left side wall. Oh, gets demoed by Vivid. He say, yeah, bump me, Cloud. See what happens. See what happens. Zernite trying to get it centered out for one of his teammates. Jalen able to put it up, and now centered again, but Ludwin there to make the save this time. Zernite looks like he may just try and control this one here. Gets 2 people from bad players up, so Crims might have an opportunity. Gonna be looking for the pass down to Vivid. Vivid finds it. Good 50 there for the Caveman. But now Ludwin able to send it away. Cloud into the center of the field. Ludwin demoed by Vivid. Another demo from Vivid. Really just doesn't want these players to get an offensive opportunity, but Cloud takes a shot at an open net. And Vivid, you know, for all the skill he has hitting the cars, he couldn't hit the ball quite properly to get the save. Cloud ends up credited with a goal on this one. 2-0 for the bad players.
Man, and Vivid just really struggling across the board pretty much in most of the series. He's been struggling on making sure that they're in the proper spot for that third-person rotation. Again, another goal going because of a missed, just kind of the wrong turn on the backside, and left it a little bit open for the bad players. Kudos to the bad players for taking advantage of the opportunity, but Vivid has been great on the demos, great on the offensive play as well. Needs to really, kind of shore up those defensive mistakes. So, and it's really mostly rotational. On the side, but we'll see if they're able to recover. Again, a little struggling here. Cavemen now have a huge task ahead of them. 40 seconds remaining. They need to get 2 goals if they want to get this sweep. But bad players are looking to make sure that bad players do not like, and nobody likes getting swept, right? The bad players really do not like getting swept. But they have a pretty commanding lead here. They're trying to take away this game 3. 15 seconds remaining. A chance, but Ludwin up, tries to get a redirect, gets passed down instead. Zernite sends up to Vivid. Jalen gets a good touch out, and it's gonna hit the. Oh, whoa. Okay, now it's gonna hit. That was weird. That definitely was. I definitely thought that was the end of it, but. Bad players take game number 3, avoid the sweep, and start their potential reverse sweep here in this finals. And Ludwin, just after an unfortunate own goal in game number 2 to kind of put the dagger in, came out and absolutely crushed it this game.
Yeah, goal, 3 saves, and 2 shots. No assist for him, so no cycle, but he did play well. Let's see if they can keep it up for game number 3, or game number 4 here, as bad players take the series count down to a 2-1 in favor of Cavemen. Cavemen can win the tournament by winning 1 out of the next 3 games. Or 1 out of the next 2 games, rather. But if bad players win 2 bad players win 2 more in a row, the reverse sweep will be completed, and they will be taking home, I believe, their 5th championship.
Goodness. I mean, and, Cavemen are definitely looking to kind of solidify their first place power ranking spot. I mean, they've already been pretty convincing in that first place spot, but a win here against this bad players team is really going to kind of start putting the gap down, honestly, between them and the other 2 in the top 3 behind them.
Let's see what they've got in store for us for game number 4. Players are on the field. Let's go ahead and get into it. Off the kickoff now, Vivid and Ludwin come together. Jalen, the cheater that's going to win this one, gets the boost as well. Pops it down center for one of his players, but Vivid has something to say about that. Good control here by Vivid. Just staying close to the ball, making sure that if he does get challenged, it's going to be a 50 and not just a free clear right back into his own net. Ludwin has an opportunity here. Not going to be able to get around the ball. Actually, I lied to everybody. He is and gets the shot on net. Wow.
That was
Let's see
incredible.
how this happened. Yeah.
Boost. Okay, that's crazy. He boosted, okay, to get ahead of the ball, so he could land. He lands, and then he pops it up over the defender because he got far enough up on the ball to get that angle. That is a very high level play. And then right off the kickoff, puts a banger on net. Crim's not able to get there back in time. And Ludwin is just taking control of this series right now for the bad players.
Yeah, really good play there. Crims just can't handle it. Vivid couldn't handle one in the last game. Now 2-0 lead early on in game number 4. Can they hold on to it, or will the Cavemen be able to come back and score 2 of their own? 4.5 minutes left remaining, so plenty of Rocket League in game 4 left. Crims down to Vivid. Vivid not going to be able to get the shot off. Cloud was there, may have made the save. It was a pre-jump, so he wouldn't have had a lot of area to readjust. But definitely an opportunity you don't want to miss, at least getting your car on the ball for. This should be a goal here, and Crims secures it. Good pass by Vivid into the center. Crims comes screaming in the midfield, able to slam it home. I don't think there was any defender left. No, there wasn't. Cloud just made the touch, had to try and defend it himself. Kind of left out to dry, but the Cavemen take the lead down to 1.
Yeah, not really a whole lot Cloud can do in that situation. You know, not the best of touches for sure. But left back by themselves, trying to get it up. Expected a shooter to be coming on early and just needed to make some type of touch and did. But goal number 1 for the Cavemen in this game 4, it definitely kind of ends the bleeding a little bit. But still 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this game. There's a ton of game left for them to get that second goal here. See if Ludwin's able to do what he was doing at the beginning and take back control of it for bad players and put them a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, it definitely does have that pop-off potential. Let's see if he can get it together now. Cloud's going to clear this one away. Crim's retreating, trying to get a touch on the ball. Passes it to Ludwin accidentally, but Zernite able to read the touch from Ludwin and get control of the ball, headed back towards the blue side. Zernite looking for bumps, finds one on Cloud. Now Vivid pops one center. Cloud able to recover and get there to clear that ball away. Crim's now in the corner. A little bit of a rough touch. Does stay close to it. Gets a good 50. Cloud also with another good 50 to Jalen in the middle. Jalen not able to get the shot on net, so Ludwin here trying to get Vivid to go over him, but ends up coming back down. Cloud touch outside for Jalen. Jalen off the side wall. Pre-flip into the control here. Off the side wall again. Zernite and Vivid both kind of up and out of the play, so Jalen should have a pretty easy shot here, but not able to get it through the defenders. They recovered well. Zernite with a great save there, sends it away. And, man, you got to be careful on those double commits there on defense, because that left Jalen an opportunity that he really should have never had.
I mean, and Cavemen have made these mistakes. We've seen them a couple times. Haven't really gotten punished all that often for it. But, you know, bad players, they definitely are very good at punishing defensive openings. So we'll see if Cavemen are able to kind of shore that up. They will need to shore that up if they want to take this game. But right now, it's not even really about the defense for them. They need to just get another goal entirely to be able to even tie this game up. If they want to take the 3-1 win. And honestly, if bad players take this game here, that's going to be very dangerous for the Cavemen. With that much momentum going into Game 5, it's always tough as a team who started 2-0 when you're going into the end of the reverse sweep, because there's so much momentum on the side of the other squad that you're going to have to deal with. Bad players looking to try to make it happen.
Cloud now pops it up off the right side wall, trying to get an extra goal to secure this lead. Good demo on Jalen from Vivid. Will open up the area for Caveman. Pops it to the center. Now Cloud, last one kind of back. Does get a solid touch. Zernite almost able to dunk it in. Vivid's going to turn here, challenge Cloud. Doesn't get a great challenge, so Cloud able to continue on his way. Crims with a solid challenge, but does send the ball back. And now Jalen almost gets another one in there, but finds the left side post and pops out. Ludwin over to the right side. Vivid with a good pop around Cloud. This could be an opportunity 3-on-1, but a good 50 there from the last remaining bad player. Gets it by 2 Cavemen. And now back in the attacking zone. I thought that was a goal. Unfortunately for the bad players, there was one last defender remaining. Scoreline holds it 2-1. 35 seconds remaining. Cavemen looking to tie this up, go into overtime, and win the series in 4 games. Bad players looking to hold down the scoreline here at 2-1 and force a game number 5. Cloud challenged by Crims early. Ball pops up high, 20 seconds left on the clock. Cavemen definitely have a shot here. They can do it, but it's not going to be easy. Jalen sends it all the way back down to the orange half, and this is probably going to be the last approach on pressure that they could possibly get. Zernite here pops it towards the blue half of the field, off the back wall now, looking for the double, can't get it down, so Cloud clears it away. Vivid there to catch it, pops it up off the back wall. Zernite pass across. Crims not going to be there for a shot, can't even keep it alive, and bad players win game number 2.
Great play here from the bad players. Ludwin, definitely the MVP of this match as well. And, you know, they're forward going into game number 5, trying to get this reverse sweep happening. I mean, they have a really good shot at this now. Bad players have seemed to woken up a little bit here in this series. Really interested to see how this goes forward. Vivid did leave the match, potentially getting a car change down. I'm not sure. Do you know what Vivid was using? Were they using the Octane?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were in Octane.
Gotcha. So we'll see what they end up changing to, if they are changing to a different car. But, you know, going into game 5, who do you think is going to be taking this one, Croc?
I think what you said has a lot of merit. You know, all of the momentum is on the side of the bad players now. 2 wins in a row on the tail end of the reverse sweep opportunity here. Ludwin is just popping off with pressure. 5 shots on net, converts 2 of them. Also has a save on the back line. But man, the story of the game is that Caveman only took 2 shots. 2 shots is not a lot at all, and they really need to get some shots on net. But we'll see if they can bring it back now. Vivid does look like they've gotten back into the match. Yeah, they are back in the match. Bad players joining in as well. We are good to go for game number 5. This is going to be exciting here. Game number 5. We are in. This is do or die. Whichever team wins will take tourney champion. Vivid now in the Octane. A little anodized pearl Octane, it looks like.
Is it Octane or Finnick? I think he's in the Finnick.
Oh, I said Octane, I meant Finnick. Like, you knew I meant Finnick because there was, like, a change in the car. Right. I just got used to saying that he was Octane already. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what these 2 teams have. Cloud is going to get dusted here. I thought he was going to be up. I thought he was going to be controlling. I was just ready to start the narrative. Like, Cloud's controlling the ball to the other side. And he just gets absolutely destroyed on the ball.
Oh, great bump.
Yeah, not going to really do much here, though. Actually, Ludwin coming in for pressure. Great 50 by Crims. Cloud with a shot towards the net. Vivid able to make enough contact with the ball to make the save. Great save there. Jalen up off the right side of the wall. Crims able to keep it down. Vivid goes in for the ball. A little bit of a fake there, an unintentional fake. Ludwin clears it away. Jalen up early. Vivid as well. Vivid able to put it to the outside. Now Ludwin comes. Crims towards the net. Ludwin going to be able to clear this to the outside. Gets credited with the save. Jalen towards the corner now. Zernite pops it away. Cloud retreating back. Is going to be able to pop it back towards the orange side of the field, but not a lot of control. Not a lot of boost here either. Vivid with a solid 50 keeps it away. Ludwin, however, with a better 50 keeps it right in front of the net. Jalen coming in for the shot. Zernite gets there off of the backboard. What a save from Zernite to save the goal there.
Caveman right now, they're trying to get this counterattack going. Bad players come out with some very early aggression. And the Caveman, a mistake there. Vivid gets demoed. Cloud's putting in, but missed the open net. And Zernite's able to get back in time. That was an opportunity bad players needed to take advantage of, Croc. They had it open. Everything was there for them. And a very rare mistake of that kind of level. And Caveman somehow are still in a 0-0 game.
Yeah, 2 really good opportunities so far from the bad players. That was an okay opportunity right there for the Cavemen. But the pressure has still been coming out as the bad players being on top right now. Bad players trying to get it by Zernite. Now Ludwin puts one towards the net. Crims with a great save there. Crims now. Zernite towards the net, not going to be on. Jalen over towards Ludwin. Ludwin, control of the ball. Crims last one to beat, can't get it by him. Jalen puts it back down. Cloud ready for the shot, but Vivid's going to put it across for Ludwin. Now Ludwin, Cloud finally up for the shot. Crims is going to be able to put it down. Jalen reads it well, puts it towards the net. Zernite with another big save. Ends up being right in the perfect spot for that save, but still good play by the bad players to get that ball on net with speed. Ends up being right into the face of Zernite, however. Pops it left, and now beating a couple defenders here is Ludwin. Trying to get it down. Can he? Keeps it a little high, so Zernite's going to be able to clear it away. But Cloud sees his opportunity, puts it back towards the corner. Think he saw Ludwin over there, but Ludwin was rotating out. Jalen's going to come in now in the corner looking for the double, but Vivid clears it away. Ludwin pops it out softly for Cloud, but now Zernite actually has the opportunity. Pops it off the center. Jalen towards the net. Very, very luckily able to get it towards the outside. Now Cloud has control, trying to get it by one attacker, and does. Can't get it by the second. Vivid able to 50 it out towards the other side of the field. Zernite demo on Ludwin, so Jalen has to come in for that ball, and now the Cavemen have an opportunity for pressure here. There's been really good pressure from bad players this game, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, and bad players have had pretty solid pressure in these last 3 games especially, but, you know, in this game especially, definitely a lot of threatening opportunities, and as we get closer and closer down to the end of this game, still at 0-0, that open net miss is starting to look even more, you know, heartbreaking for the side of the bad players, because, I mean, it could have been the difference here in this game so far, but, you know, great physical play coming out of Caveman. They are definitely making a lot of use out of those bumps and demos, but right now they have to be very careful because the bad players are coming out. The goal goes down for the bad players. Actually, goal goes down for either of these teams, and I think it'll be very hard-pressed to get a response out.
Yeah, it's a very good game so far. We've got a little pop going on from Crims here. 19 seconds remain. Scoreline holds 0-0. Looks like we may have overtime game 5 in the grand finals. What a treat that you guys are going to get to watch here. Vivid up, puts it off the back wall, tries to send it away as Cloud. Cloud able to get it by Zernite and forces him to retreat a little bit more. Crims, however, clears it away. Clock hits 0, and we are in overtime.
Right now, we're going to be seeing if bad players are able to actually finish off their reverse sweep here, or if the Caveman can hold on in this game 5, take the first place away, and potentially solidify their first place in the power rankings for the Slips tournaments.
Yeah, now Cloud is not going to be able to get a great touch. Vivid comes in, challenges Jalen. Ball goes into the orange corner. Vivid pops it up off the back wall for Zernite. Zernite, soft shot on net, saved by Jalen, but man, are the bad players awkward right now. Cloud trying to get the ball around Crims, can't do it. Ludwin able to get it cleared away, and that is a deep breath that the bad players can officially take. Cloud over to Jalen, though. Jalen can't get the shot by Crims. Crims demo on Cloud, so Ludwin has the opportunity to get the ball. Vivid with another big save on a Ludwin shot. That's like 3 or 4 he's had this game just on Ludwin shots alone.
Oh, the demos, the bumps are there. He tries to get it in.
Vivid, no!
An awkward bounce off that top post. Vivid, not a lot of boost, didn't recover it. And bad players, you know, after missing an open end of their own, breathe a sigh of relief as they somehow again are in a 0-0 matchup still. It's still in this overtime.
Cloud off the back wall. Zernite trying to send it up the right side. Jalen there cuts it out, brings it back towards the orange half. Now Ludwin into the center, not going to go up for his own hit, so Vivid clears it away. Cloud able to stop the momentum of the ball, puts it down in midfield. Zernite up to try and get this ball into the blue half. Ludwin has something to say about that one. Now Jalen pops it up high. Cloud might have an opportunity off the back wall. Not going to go for the second touch here. Leaves it for Jalen. Jalen looking for Ludwin in the center. Gets demoed by Crims, however. And Zernite puts a slow roller towards the empty net. Cloud's going to be able to send it away. Doesn't get the second touch. Could be dangerous. Ludwin clears it up above Zernite. And Crims not able to get the touch off the wall. Zernite back now. That might have been Vivid that Ludwin cleared the ball around then. Cloud off the wall. Good clear off the corner.
Oh, a miss.
Oh, and the Cavemen are your Slips League champions. They get a nice goal here. Miss from Ludwin. Slots it into the bottom right. Jalen comes in a little too hot. Can't handle it. Cavemen are your champions.
Wow, very unfortunate for the bad player's side. Was trying to get the reverse sweep, get into overtime, and Ludwin, unfortunately, up in the corner, was not able to get the solid touchdown. Caveman, they do take the series, and they do take our weekly tournament number 40 finals away. Again, unfortunately, we do have a lead, so we can't see the final scoreboard. But based off of what we saw, who are you taking for MVP in this matchup, Croc?
I think I'd have to go with Vivid, mostly because of the saves that were made in this game alone.
Mm-hmm.
This game alone secured Vivid as MVP of the series, I think, for me, regardless of what happened in the previous 4 games. The saves that he made on some of Ludwin and Jalen's shots were absolutely incredible. Not just in this game, but for the rest of the series as well. And the Caveman definitely would not be here in the winner's circle if not for the defensive heroics of Vivid.
Yeah, definitely would have to agree. Vivid for the match MVP, but for me, it's got to be Crims for the tournament MVP. Has been
Okay.
an absolute rock for the Caveman across the board. Had an incredible series in the semifinals, and just had pretty much every single game had a really good performance. But regardless, great finals win. Managing to pull it off is the Caveman squad. And I mean, we had some incredible matchups in this weekly tournament here, Croc.
Yeah, really good matchups here. Very unfortunate for the Cavemen that they were, you know, pushed into game 5, but it looks like they were able to take the pressure that was on them from the wins from bad players and really put it back into the tourney, take the win. I believe this is Cavemen's 3rd championship now, maybe their 2nd, but I believe it's their 3rd. They have most likely secured their spot as number 1 in the power rankings. Bad players, and I'll tell you, I can already tell you my top 4. It's going to be Caveman, Bad Players, Scarlet Eyes, Inferno, most likely, with the wild card, right? Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's a wild card for me. They might end up taking that number 4 spot. We're going to have to see exactly what happens here. I'll do a little bit of thinking. I think my power rankings that I submit are usually pretty well thought out, as are most of the committees, and we'll have that discussion for you guys to see in the Discord later this week. But anything else from you, Wallaby?
I mean, just great play by everybody. Thanks to everyone for coming out. Thanks to everybody who watched the stream here. It was really exciting. It's always fun casting with you, Croc. And thank you to GJ in the background that was taking care of our overlays and making sure the stream was running well, as as Nas in the background, who's constantly keeping the lobbies up, getting our party somehow slogging through every single match every single week. Thanks to those guys in the background. They do a great job. And it was just a really exciting tournament, Croc.
Yeah, definitely was. We are going to be sending you guys over to the ML Esports GG tournament that's going on right now. They're just playing some more Rocket League for you guys. Send you guys over to some more organized Team Rocket League. But we appreciate you guys, and we will see you on Saturday for the league matches and again next Sunday for the tourney matches. Have a good night.